Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Right here with a special edition, y'all. Today we got King Stylz and Dane Biggz, y'all.
The hate comes with the plate.
Yeah, that's good. The hate comes with the
plate. That's as close as dope as gonna be, bro.
Yeah,
the hate comes with the plate, dog.
Okay, yeah, fuck it. I ain't editing shit. We gonna keep that.
Come on, there we go.
Fuck it, we in here.
Yeah, we in here, bro.
Hey, yo. So before we get started, man, I gotta ask y'all about the name, cause that's a serious ass name.
Yeah.
And it's a name that definitely caught my fucking attention.
Yeah.
I gotta know, how do you come up with a name like that?
Bruh. Man, so look, what happened was, I was going through something at the time. I was just getting out of this little situation with a shorty. And I had been working on trying to come up with something. I knew I wanted to do something as far as making a podcast.
Yeah.
But I ain't had no name. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no name, and I'm just like, whatever name it be, or whatever name it is, it gotta be something that people gonna be like, hey, hold up, what?
Yeah, like, facts.
What?
Facts.
You know what I mean? So, listening to music, listening to other artists, you know, I'm starting hearing stuff, you know what I'm saying? You start piecing stuff together, and it's just like, hold up, like, and I heard a particular artist, you know what I'm saying, put it out there, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, young, hold up. Like, and I'm going back, I'm just like making sure I heard it right, but they said something close to that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that. And I was just like, hold up.
It's great to have your own words, your own twist.
Like, I got to add something else to this joint, So I was just like, what about the hate comes with the plate? And I just left it like that.
Fire.
So I called my man. I called my man. I said, yo, dog, what you think about this? He said, hey, yo, what? Like, you named it what?
Yeah.
I was like, dog, I LLC the Jones, did this, I did that. And he is like, hey, dog, like, that's a cold name, bro. Like,
it absolutely is, y'all. The hate that comes with the plate. Did I say that right again?
You got it.
Yo, that is a fire name, bro, because it's just like, dog, it's just like, me personally, man, you know what I'm saying? We know when niggas is being hated on.
Yes.
Hate come with shit.
Yes.
It come with shit, bro. And it's just like, yo, that motherfucker is like on a fishing line. Yeah. And I think that name, in due time, and y'all keep applying pressure, I think the name itself is going to open doors for y'all, bro. Because it's fire, man. And I was listening to one of y'all earlier episodes, and y'all was talking about people always talking about problems, but never trying to discuss the issue to fix it.
Yeah, right. The solution. Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
I fucking love that. That's how deep no Diddy. That's how much I watch this shit. Like, go back to the earlier episodes, you know what I'm saying? And really, like, get to know what y'all talk about and stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
Because, bruh, when I say that shit was like nail on a fucking... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight like that, bro. And it's just like,
real.
I need people like y'all on the show, bro, because like I said, y'all are not afraid to tell it how it is.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't always, I mean, I think I was like that in my younger time, but now I kind of like wisened up a little bit as far as like how hard I go with my deliveries and stuff like that now, because I realized when I was younger, I was too offensive. Like I was just offensive just to be offensive. Like I wasn't sensitive to my audience, and I wasn't paying attention to my audience too.
No doubt.
My father taught me that, like, yo, know who you talking to. Like, before you start like talking, pay attention to you talking to men.
Yeah.
You need to know.
Absolutely.
You need to realize, like, yo, who your audience is, because
absolutely,
if you don't, you making problems for yourself. And I realized when I was younger, I was making more problems for myself than I should have been.
No doubt.
So now I had to wisen up, realize, like, yo, my deliveries could like change the dynamic of how somebody view me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I just had to wisen up, bro.
All right, I love it. So we got the podcast, you know what I'm saying? We setting the foundation. Talk to me.
Tell me.
Talk to me.
Well, you know, it's exactly the same as my bro said, man. He called me with this idea, you know, and we had, you know, played with ideas of doing stuff like this before, you know what I mean? But you know, going through life like we all going through,
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And you know, when your brother call you with something, you know, depending on who it's coming from, because
facts.
Some people call your homies could call you with some wild ass ideas, which I'm
that.
sure they have.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I've had wild ass ideas from other friends and family before, and you gotta really analyze it because of who it's coming from.
Absolutely.
So I was dealing with some shit at the time, like he was, like we all are. We all dealing with some shit every day. You
absolutely.
know what I mean? So, but when he called me, because he called me, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take it serious because he always been, a reliable guy. You know what I mean? He always been that type of guy that's like, he ain't gonna bullshit me.
Absolutely,
absolutely. I know it's genuine, and I know it's gonna be truthful. You know what I mean? Where he coming from. So when he called me with it, I'm like, all right, and I was hesitant at first because that's just how shit is. You know what I mean? Like, all right, like let me think about it, but let me think about who it's coming from and how it's being presented. And I was like, all right, because it's coming from him, and how he already had it laid out already. That's that make all the difference in the world when you come into somebody about it with an idea. Like, bro, this not just an idea I got on paper.
Absolutely.
It's like, look, this is already here. This is already legit. I just want you to be a part of it.
Whoa. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's how you do it.
Yeah,
that's how you do it.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah,
shit is already in fine print. Look, I already got this, that.
It's already stamped.
People don't move like that no more.
But the thing about the conversation, what was going to be, what I thought was going to be a 15-minute conversation, me ended up staying on the phone for like an hour or two.
Yeah.
Just because now he was pouring in his ideas.
Yeah.
Right. And he told me on the phone. He said, bro, if you was anybody else, I would have hung up on you.
I'd have hung up like, bro, I'll call you later.
Keep it real.
And I respected that because I understood what he was saying. Like,
absolutely.
Don't waste my time, bro. Like, you're gonna have me invest in my time, and you're gonna play around, or you're gonna play around with my vision too that I'm giving you, or just me showing up. If you playing, bro, just Nah,
I feel that.
You can save us both some time.
I feel that, man. That's real, man. Cutting out all the bullshit, getting straight to, because some people, man, they try to do business with you, man. There's so much bullshit that they try to throw all that bullshit in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, and it's good, man. You like, man, I done got this shit on paper. Woo. I love that, man.
And that's also, Craig, like what we wanted to like get to you and ask you about. Like, man, you're a producer. You've been doing this for a while. You're not no new guy doing this shit. You've been doing this shit for a minute.
Absolutely.
So my question is like, how do you feel when artists come to you and they don't come in with the same fire and being serious as you are? And they want your time, but they not giving the effort that you willing to give because it's like they expect you to just let them do whatever or just let them run free. Like, how does that make you feel as a producer and as a podcast, you know what I'm saying, having your own podcast too?
As a producer, first, I think that my job, it don't even have to worry. It don't even matter if they fire or not. Cause my job is like, I'm one of a kind. My job is to help you be fired.
Right.
My job is to give me 50% and I'm gonna give you the other 50. That's my job. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when you have the lack of communication, like no communication. You want me to work with you, but you can't communicate. You know what I'm saying? You want me to work with you, but you come into the studio with 5 unnecessary motherfuckers that's just in the way.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? You want me to work with you, but you know what I'm saying? Is you gonna show up 15 minutes late.
Facts.
And when you show up 15 minutes late, you complaining about the ticket. My time starts when the time we agreed on, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because the type of equipment I got, we just can't work. That shit gotta warm up.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That shit gotta warm up. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing is with my podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I've been down the road where I've done this before, man. Time was wasted, bro. And you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, yo, I'm not going through that no more with anybody.
Right.
With anybody. And it's just like, y'all pulled up there, y'all. I was psyched. I said, y'all here early.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just that it's a respect thing.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? It's a respect thing. Like, yo, have some respect. That, you know what I'm saying? I respect that a person is coming to do business with me.
Right.
I respect the fact that, you know what I'm saying, a person is, I respect so much, bro. I respect that, like, I respect that a person who values being here. People choose what they want to value.
Right.
True.
Right.
They choose what they want to value. Meaning, like, yo, somebody will come in this joint, complain about studio time, but you chose to value that bottle of liquor and that 7 grams of weed.
Right.
Or, you know what I'm saying? You knew you had a fucking studio session, but you valued to go party the night before.
And you knew you were supposed to see me.
And you knew you were supposed to see me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, yo, if you're gonna cancel, just cancel in a family, not in a family, in a matter of time, like in a great time, in a good value of time. You know, don't hit me no hour before. Oh, I can't make it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, nah, that shit is unprofessional.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. A lot of people think I'm so mean and fucked up. No, I'm just not dealing with no unprofessional shit. And I always tell people, I am better than nobody. I'm just better than a lot of bullshit I have to deal with.
That's real. Right. That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree 100%.
And when you know the type of work you put into like your craft, you start to feel like, yo,
if you hit my bone,
if you could find somebody that's doing better than what I'm bringing to the table for real, then go there.
No doubt.
But ain't nobody fucking with me, and you know
They
that,
not.
and you know that.
They not.
And to be like a producer, like my thing is always like you said, like showing up on time.
Yeah.
One of the things I love, and I'm gonna just put this out there. If I didn't have Dane, I wouldn't do this podcast.
No doubt.
I'm only successful because he shows up.
Exactly.
I'm not going to do the podcast if he's not coming. I'm not even going to do an episode if he's not going to be there. If he hit me up and say, bro, I can't come today because I got this going on with family or work or something like that.
Yep.
all right, bet. I'm gonna hit the people up. Hey, look, y'all, we need to reschedule. I'm not going to be successful without him.
I can dig
so
it. It's
I'm
a
not
group effort, man.
I'm not ever going to sit there and be like, all right, y'all, today we ain't got Biggz, but I'm running it.
No doubt.
It ain't even going down like that.
I can dig it.
For your time being as precious as it is, and for the other artists that want to come be available in your spot, you gotta let them know what it is, bro.
Yeah,
hey, listen, dog. You know, ain't nobody around here fucking with me, dog. When it comes to this producer shit.
Yeah, man. Because it's like, bro. Because it's like I'm very humble, man. You know what I'm saying? And I got engineers and producers that I look up to, man. And it's just like. They do great work, and I look up to some of these people, man. But it's just like the thing is that the chemistry that I try to attack people with, the chemistry that I give people, the attention that I give, you're not gonna get nowhere else,
right?
Because there was a time when engineers were just told just shut up, don't say nothing,
and they telling you how to make the beat.
They telling us how to do this,
like
you know what I'm saying. So now, me as an engineer, we more involved than producers are, because I can make a beat, or engineer or a producer can make a beat and they could bring that joint in here, and as an engineer I can go ahead and put whatever on it. It's gonna sound like something totally different or wake it up. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, yo, artists need to really, really value their producers and their engineers, man.
And you can hear their flaws too.
Oh yeah,
you can hear the cracks in their voice, the stuttering when it comes to them rapping.
Man. And I tell them
when it don't sound, the delivery is not strong or believable.
Yeah,
you like, hey bro, do that again, because I don't even believe you saying that.
I tell them, man, because it's just like at the end of the process when it's time to mix it, I already know what it's gonna be like at the end if we don't fix this now.
Wow.
And it's just like, yo, if you can't handle the heat, bro, you ain't got no business being in here.
It's that Kobe mindset, though, dog.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
you know, if you want to win, you say you want to win.
Yeah.
Then I love this analogy he gave about why Kobe used to shoot all the shots. I don't want to say it because I think he said it better than I do.
Hey.
But you know what I'm saying about, okay, so you're not gonna shoot, then I'm gonna shoot your shot. Like, he broke this analogy down so dope, and I was like, bro, I never heard it like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, before, but it was so cold. People got mad at Kobe for shooting all the shots, and he was like, okay, fine, I'm gonna shoot your shots till you want to shoot. I'm gonna shoot your shots until everybody want to come out here and play with me, because I'm Kobe Bryant.
You gotta be a winner.
And you don't want to shoot the ball, which is we got to score to win.
Yeah,
there you go.
You gotta be a winner, man. And that's the thing about, like, you know, even going into basketball and all that, man. You can watch the game. You can watch a game and just see people who have the capability but afraid to step up.
Yeah.
They just want to pass the fucking ball.
A lot of them.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I feel that for sure. So, look here, right? So like I said, I went back and watched that podcast. I got to talk to y'all about this, man, because there's some shit going on right now. All right. Y'all said we had to talk about the change. You know what I'm saying? And I think there has been a great change. And I hope y'all saw it. The Nottoway Plantation. Let's talk about it.
What's that?
You ain't seen it? Y'all ain't seen it? The biggest plantation in Louisiana burns to the ground. And then on top of this plantation wasn't only a plantation, it was a plantation resort. People go there to get married. People go there and have family of events and stuff. You go on TikTok, man, you see some people, man, and I don't want to say color, but you know what I'm talking about. You see some people, man, who are mad that place burnt down. Man.
I mean.
Then look. They got pictures. Endless pictures, man. I can't make this shit up. Endless pictures of souls just being freed from that place in the flames. They got one picture, man, where it's like devil horns. Smoking on top of the joint. I'm giving it up for our people one time. I'm giving it up. Hey, we don't get to celebrate like this all the time, man. I'm keeping it a buck, man. You know what I'm saying? As black men.
Yeah.
When I didn't even know when I said, okay, plantation burned down. Okay, cool. Biggest plantation. Okay, cool. And it's just like, yeah, this is a plantation resort. I said, what? Had to go.
Never heard of it.
Never heard about that.
Man, bruh.
So they made it. So it was obviously a slave plantation.
It was a slave plantation.
Right. And then so they turned it into a resort.
Where
people can stay there.
They can stay there.
They get married there and all that.
Yes, man. Wow. People was renting.
And so now it's burned down.
It's burnt down.
Okay, got you.
Yeah. Burnt completely.
Yeah, burn it down. Burn it down. Then.
Burn it down. Burn that motherfucker down, Craig. Burn that motherfucker down. Yeah.
Straight up. Nah,
I mean, nobody died in the jump, right?
Nobody died. Nobody died.
Well, shit, hey, man. It's at the end of the day, man. It's just a material thing, man. It's a material thing, man. You know,
it is.
That shit don't mean nothing. You know, as long as nobody was hurting it, man, burn that shit down.
Yeah,
you know?
burn it down.
Yeah,
burn it down.
Start it over, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Rebuild it better, so it don't, it don't got nothing to do with your color. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If y'all gonna make this resort about bringing people together and and enjoying Louisiana, that's what it was.
Yeah.
If you gonna if this resort is supposed to, that's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Burn that junk to the ground and start over. You know what I mean?
Burn it to the ground.
Look, Louisiana got some of the best food in the country.
I never been. I'm trying to get there.
Man, I'm telling you. They got some of the best food in the country. You wanna bring the life into that place, you know what I mean? Go ahead, get some good cooks down there, you know what I mean? Get some good food, rebuild the joint, make it nice so people want to come there and stay there and get married there and all that, no matter where they from.
No matter
what color they are.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? So man, go ahead, let that thing burn down, man. Start
over. Yep, start over. I like it. That's a great answer too.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. That shows I need to level up sometimes. That was a checkmate, bro.
Listen, he do this all the time. Like I listen. You don't know how many times I call him, right?
Yeah.
And I bother him. I know I do, because I look at all the footage, right? So what I'll do is I'll purposely like pick a set from the segment, random. I'll just randomize the set.
Yeah.
And I'll watch the segment, and I'll watch it all the way through. And I'll call him, and I'll say, "Hey, bro. Dog, you don't even realize like how crazy dope you was talking. Like, young, your delivery on this segment was this." Yeah. He like, nah, bro.
I be peeping him.
I don't know what you talking about.
He be sounding like a whole different nigga.
I said, bro, you did it again. I said, you don't realize how far and how honest. You start off just chilling.
Yeah.
I said, but as the segment goes off, dog, like you deliver like so many key points.
Oh yeah.
I was like, bro, you was talking that shit.
Yeah.
He be like, nah, young, you know what I'm saying?
I don't be listening to that shit, bro.
Man.
I just, this is my brother, you know what I mean? So, I just be sitting there talking, man.
I watch some of the podcasts, bro. You'll start laid back, and next thing you know, you leaning up a little bit. Yeah, mother, I'm trying to take, man, what the fuck y'all talking about, man?
Hey, just like with the just like so many segments like that.
Yeah.
He started off like my favorite one. I kept bugging him about the joint we did 2 years ago with him talking about Kobe.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Kobe,
And he didn't want me to release it. Right. He didn't want me because he was too. We was lit that night for one. We was lit that night for one. So it was already like up there. But just his conversation was too honest. And I'm like, bro, you don't even realize, like, even though we was lit, everything you was saying was so honest about the whole. I was able to visually see it in my head. Everything he was talking about the Kobe situation up until the end, till we hit end on that joint. I could visually see it. And I'm just like, bro, he got a gift, and it's just like. I'm telling him I can't do this. I can't do it without you, bro. Like, you bring something that I don't have, and I don't have this element where you just able to just really just dive in and just like instead of me being professional, political and stuff like that, he bring basketball. He just straight up, dog, straight up. So
I feel that, man. I feel that for sure. All right. And another thing I peep too, man. I've been peeping the shorts, the YouTube shorts, bro.
Oh yeah,
them joints are going to do numbers.
Appreciate it, man.
Them joints going to do numbers, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
I've been peeping the shorts because you know how I know they're gonna do numbers. I don't even know what y'all whole process is when y'all release them. I don't know how y'all doing, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But y'all in a good algorithm.
Yeah, I think so.
Y'all are in a good algorithm.
Yeah,
I watched something and I was just scrolling. Y'all just popped the fuck up.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, bro, great algorithm.
The best thing about that, to be honest with you, is that he picks the topics.
Damn.
He's been picking. So he has been picking the topics. I can't tell you how many episodes now. You know what I'm saying? And then from the topics we go into the sub segments or whatever we dive into. And as far as like the topics, man, he's like, yo, bro, we're gonna have an episode 3 and it's gonna be about this and we're gonna talk about this. I'm
no doubt.
I said, dog, it's all yours, man. Go for it. No problem. Sure, no problem. And then so he picks the topics, bro. I just follow. You know
that's how you do it, man. Because that's how me and Shaq would do it. You know what I'm saying? Me and Shaq would chill, man, and we'd just call each other, and I'm just like, bro, I want to talk about this week, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
But y'all two have a special dynamic too that I was gonna ask you, like, to be able to have a partner. Will y'all continue as partners like that, or are y'all taking a break, or like what?
Well,
are y'all going back up?
I call it a break, but bruh said he don't want to fuck with it no more. But you know what it is though. I think the more, because when we was here and we shot the podcast, bro, I had a good fucking time.
Yeah, it was a good. He was hilarious.
Yeah,
dog.
He was.
Like,
he was
hilarious.
Yeah, he was. He had a good time, man. And I think that was the first time we ever did an episode with nobody else. Like it was just us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a more comfortable setting, just like you was getting to.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want nobody wasting my time, and it's not even me wasting the time, it's cameramen and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, when it came down to like, he just got to put, man, I'm sick of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Was it the people? It was like the outside people?
Production.
No, it was just the production. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, we shoot an episode, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I'm not trying to go on a team and nothing like that. I appreciate all the work they gave us, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I appreciate everything they did for us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just like, yo, when you moving, you got a team, you need a team that can keep up with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there was one incident right after we did Wallow and shit, we had Crazy Bone lined up.
Yeah.
Went to LA to go
tough.
do Crazy Bone. No, I've never spoken about this.
That's tough, dog.
Shaq got in touch with the PR. You know what I'm saying? Had everything lined up. And I'm talking about Shaq on the phone with her. Like, they talking a lot. Like, because Shaq got that. He got that, you know what I'm saying?
Got the juice.
That's what it is, bro. Shaq is a promoter.
Yeah.
He know how to sell.
Right.
He's a promoter. The nigga is one of the smartest niggas I know. And he jumped in the game way after years I was, and he was just asking me questions like, bro, how do this. Started off just executive producing shit, started throwing parties and shit. The nigga know how to sell. Right. So it's just like, even when we got on Wallow, bro, he just kept attacking him. Just like, so we had the Crazy Bone thing lined up, and we told the cameraman and everything, like, yo, we got Crazy lined up. You know what I'm saying? This what we gonna do.
That's love, dog.
You know what I'm saying? And then we in the studio and we shooting an episode, and dude just like, it's gonna be my last episode.
Oh man.
We like, what? So at this point, I'm furious.
Right. Cause you tell me now.
Yeah, Shaq is furious. I'm furious. So it's kind of quiet in the studio that night. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and I just need time.
That's real.
Yeah,
that's real. Because I'm like, bro, you lining up this down and there, like, bro, like what we do is gonna help you.
Facts.
Yeah,
facts.
It's gonna help you because it's just like, yo, we bring you in, just like, you know, when we meet with people and everything, like even Big G in the studio with us, they get to get all that. Wallow in the studio with us, they get to get all that. You know what I'm saying? Just like whoever we doing with in the studio, they gonna get all that. You know what I'm saying? Just because he was there, you know, they were with the cameraman and just asked Wallow questions for about an hour.
Yeah, right? And Wallow like that.
Exactly.
Like I ain't met Wallow yet, but I heard about Wallow some years ago.
Yeah, man.
Like, bro, he really a humble dude.
He very humble, bro.
Help you out, like
very humble, bro.
He'll give you the game for real. Yeah, I just want to chop it up.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, man, you see him, bro. You know what I'm saying? You chop it up with him, man. Just keep pressing. Just keep pressing.
That's a blessing.
Because even when he came down here to the YouTube event, me and Nye was invited to the YouTube event. And he saw me there, bro. And he remembered me from Craig and Slim. I was the only person he reposted on his page that day.
That's love, dog.
Love. Shout out to Wallow, man.
Shout out to Wallow.
Yeah, man.
And shout out to you for having somebody on your team.
Yeah, shout out to Shaq, man.
Yeah. I feel like just personally, even though I don't know him personally, bruh, keep people like that close.
Oh, yeah, man. Shaq, one of my best friends, man.
Keep him close, bro, because that's one of the dudes that's going to be there when all else fails.
Oh, yeah.
And listen, and when I was down bad, listen, he still was coming through.
Absolutely.
Like I said, it's no other person I'd rather be doing this with that I felt when I made that phone call, it was
no
worth
doubt.
It.
Absolutely.
It was worth it.
Absolutely.
I didn't get off the phone with him and say, man, damn, like, I made a mistake.
Yeah, no doubt.
Or I felt like, why I do that? I'm out here people pleasing, or you know what I'm saying. And I felt like when I hung up the phone, he literally came through like that. Maybe if it wasn't a Friday, he came through that next weekend.
Yeah.
And we sat, and he was like, "All right, now walk me through
your vision,
everything."
Yeah.
That's
you know
how
what
you
I'm
know
saying?
it's gonna work, bro.
Yeah.
Cause y'all willing to sit down and go through the foundation, sit down and put the puzzles and pieces together, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you know it's gonna work, bro. Because y'all willing to take the time to really make it work.
But credit yourself, bro, because I love the studio
absolutely.
for one.
Thank you, bro.
And
man,
what you
dope,
doing?
Bro.
Right now? Like I told you before, dog. You gonna come across people that's gonna be like, well, when did he start doing this?
Yeah.
And when did he? Oh man. And listen, some of them gonna want to be a part of it genuinely.
Absolutely.
Others gonna want to come see it just to like throw their wrench in it, throw their bone in it, and it's just like, dog, I already smelled you coming my way, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Facts,
you know what I'm saying? I ain't fucking with that.
1,000.
I'm only rocking with people who seriously can keep up for one, and who actually want to be here. Like you said earlier, if you don't want to be here, bro, get the fuck on.
Get the fuck on.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like, get the fuck on for real.
Yeah.
Because, dog, I got people ahead of you lined up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not playing this time. I'm about to go ham.
But see, even that though. See, some people just look at the studio. People don't see me. Because I don't work with everybody.
Yeah.
I take in people's personal. The studio's like the barbershop.
Facts.
People come here and tell me things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And because we have a relationship, I am considerate, you know what I'm saying, to what people are going through and blah, blah, blah. And the thing is just like everybody's not going to be like that. Yeah. So what I'm getting to with that is just like people just think about the studio. I got shit going on out this motherfucker too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got a fucking wife in the house. You know what I'm saying? You know, man, family members going through things, I'm gonna be there, show up to support them, man, because, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, yo, man, people just, hey, yo, if they ain't on the time I'm on, fuck them.
Yeah.
I realize also what you're saying, too, which it goes into what you called it barbershop talk.
Yeah.
He say, we got a place where we can have therapy.
Yeah.
Amongst brothers.
Yeah, facts.
And he pulled me aside one day because we had one day where like all of my homies came over. He said, bro, you don't realize how good we have it because you got a place where all of us can come sit and talk amongst each other as brothers.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is our therapy session. We ain't going to talk to no therapist.
Hell no.
We got our brothers in here.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So he just really brings more insight to the whole picture, bigger than when I think about certain things. He brings me another perspective. Like, man, just that's why I said, bro, for him to be a part of it, man, people really don't understand. I'm not gonna do this shit without my dog.
Yeah, no, I feel
up.
that. I feel that show because like when I first announced that I was doing the podcast, somebody reached out to me and was like, "Yo, I want to be a co-host." A couple people did. I'm just like, nah.
Damn, they asked you?
You gonna have that, bro.
Yeah, they asked me.
People do that shit?
Yeah, they do that. They do that.
You a bold motherfucker to ask somebody, can you join them on their shit?
Yeah, they do that. And like multiple people ask me and I'm just like, yo, I just got finished doing this with like my closest homie. Like I'm good by myself.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try by myself because if it ain't this, I'm rocking with Shaq. You know what I'm saying?
You got more courage and heart than I do as far as doing this because I didn't feel like I could do this by myself. When I laid out everything, I sat there and I was just like, young, I need some help.
Yeah.
Like straight up it was no I got this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do this shit by myself. I'm cool enough. I'm funny enough.
Yeah.
Well, you might be.
Yeah.
But to carry the whole shit, just nobody.
That's why you just
not
need
many
really
people.
good
I'm not gonna
guests.
say nobody. Not many can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Really good guests, man. Really good guests because I felt the same way. Yeah. But it's just like the thing. You know what I'm saying? The foundation was already set, and we just stopped. All the equipment was just at Shaq house.
Damn.
And I spend a lot of time at bro house.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I go over there and I just look at it and I'm just like, oh, this shit just collected dust.
Right. And you thinking about what you could do with it.
I'm thinking about what I can do with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I was like for real, bro? I was like Tupac and Poetic Justice, bro.
Damn.
When you went into the studio, all the equipment in there,
yeah.
just like, that's exactly how it was.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And I just hit him up one day and I was like, bro, I gotta do something.
Yeah.
Right. And he was 110% supportive, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You got the juice, bro. Like I'm saying right now, what I see from you and how I see you bring, I seen the joint with Leak Star, your homie Slim, you know what I'm saying? The last two homies you had on the joint.
Yeah.
You are about to do something like, you're about to bring not only like a lot of young men together, which is great, like beyond young.
Super important.
That is one of the biggest things that we wanted to stand for.
Yeah.
Which was bringing people together. Like, man, look, if you a rapper, cool, great. But the fact that I can get y'all in the studio when we can sit down and chop it up and talk about what you really going through.
Yeah, exactly.
It ain't no media shit. You my dog for real, and we finding out, hey man, what's going on in your personal life?
Yeah.
What's your mental life, man? What's your physical stuff like? How your family doing?
No doubt.
And we could just sit down, drink, and chop it up, and you really good for real?
Yeah.
Dog.
Yeah.
Dog.
It's therapeutic.
It is. That's
why we call it that.
That's good, man. Because, man, you look at some of these major platforms. Man, bro, grown men get on there and break down because they letting out things they been holding in for so long, bro. And us as men connect to that shit. Like, bro, like, they, like, you know. See, some of these motherfuckers just never been through nothing.
That's true.
That's true.
Never been through nothing. Don't know what it's like to go through nothing. They just walk in life careless, don't give a fuck about anything.
Yeah.
And honestly, some of them may have not had like true friends to tell them the truth about stuff.
Yeah.
True.
I thank God to have. He done told me stuff about myself, bro. Like real talk, dog. And I don't know if I ever did the same for him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for him to be able to pull me aside, and I think the biggest thing he has always done for me is not try to embarrass me.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's the biggest thing. He never pulled me aside around the homies to like make a joke about what he wanted to tell me about. He always pulled me aside and listen, bro. And I'm just like, damn, dog. Like, now you don't realize it while it's happening, but you think about it a little. Yeah, he really could have, you know.
Nah, that's how it be though, bro. That's how it be. Sometimes, man, you know what I'm saying? Shit be moving too fast. Some of the things we say on these podcasts can pop for the good or the bad reason.
Sure. Anybody understand that is more so me, because I told you I had to tailor my deliveries a lot too.
Yeah.
So I don't want my words. I don't want one of the things I love about, even though he was a wild president, they asked Bush years ago about why he doesn't say certain things online. He said, listen, I realize that I'm the president of the United States, and I realize the power of my words could create war.
Wow.
And I don't want the power of my words to create a situation I'm not ready to deal with.
Ooh.
And that came from a president.
And that was Bush?
That was Bush, dog.
Second Bush.
The son.
Damn. Okay, Bush. I can't believe I just gave him applause, man. Well, you know what? what we going on? What's going on today? Bush wasn't bad at all.
Hey, looking back at our childhood, because we was young. We was in high school.
We were young, man. Yeah,
that's 2003, 2002. We was young.
Yeah.
Maybe he wasn't so bad.
I don't think he was bad at all. Now,
maybe he wasn't so bad.
What you just said that Bush said out his own mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I recognize the power of my words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what we got going on today.
Yeah.
Just blah 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 blah. Man, bruh, do you ever wake up and just be like,
it's scary.
It's scary as a motherfucker. So I'm not the only one that feel that way.
There were several people that were afraid when this particular person got in office. Now it's like when you're around that and they're scared, it scares you because it's like young for real. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you being one of them people that has access to it and you're around these type of people.
Yeah.
It's a certain fear that does come, and it's just like, yo, maybe I do need to leave the country. Maybe I do need to pack up and move. Maybe I do need to get moms up out of here. Yeah, because you don't know the power of this dude's words. You know what I'm saying? And what it will do if heard too much. If somebody keep, like the toothpick thing you gave, the toothpick analogy you gave, somebody keep stabbing you, poking holes at you, with their words, hey, somebody's gonna say, hey, you know what? Enough. It's gonna be enough.
Yeah, man, because me and my wife don't even watch DMV news no more. I'm a world news guy only now.
Yes. Okay, I got you.
World news only. Because what made me even do world news, man, I listen to the radio sometime, and even on the radio, they telling me stuff on the radio that they not even saying on the news. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying, bro? We a country that's in between two countries. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, you got, man, that one guy said, don't do it, stop. What? Mm-hmm. Boom!
Yeah. Yeah. And what's going to happen one day, just hypothetically, where they actually live up to the saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Mm-hmm. And people start teaming up that wasn't normally going to team up for real. Just to make a point. Yeah. And people live to make points.
Yeah.
People live and listen. We live and die by the choices we make, but people live and die to make a point.
Yeah, like, absolutely.
They want to make points, and what better way to do it?
Mm-hmm. And that, to your point, the power of words is powerful. Words are powerful. You know what I mean? Even in biblical times, it was considered to be a sword.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, words can be used as a weapon.
Oh yeah.
Right. So, not just coming from him. That is him understanding his position and the voice that he has, because it's all about reach. It's not really about like necessarily the power, because you could be, if you got a child, or your words are powerful, right? Or just a friend. Yeah. Your words can be powerful. You can say something to really hurt somebody. Yeah. And you ain't the president. Yeah. Right. So no matter whose it is, a kid can say something that'll strike a chord in you.
That's real.
You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So words, no matter where they coming from, no matter size, no matter skin color, no matter age, no matter where you are on the planet, your words got power.
Absolutely.
Right. Not just from him. However, his popularity, because he's going to reach millions and millions of people with his words, that is something that can be commendable, because, people that can reach a lot of people the same way. Yeah. For example, a nigga like Kanye. Yeah. Right. He can say the dumbest and craziest shit. Yeah. Acting like his words don't mean nothing. Yep. Right. Now, to me, they don't. Yeah. But to somebody else, they do. Absolutely. Because he's able to reach millions and millions of people with these words. Right. So I agree 100%. Words are extremely powerful.
What you say is something else, another key point. He does not understand his position.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Understanding the position.
Understand your position.
Understand that is solid. Yeah. Understanding your position, bro, because it's just like, yo, you what you do affects billions of people.
And that's what ties into what one of the things I could say my father taught me was know your audience. Know who you talking to. Know who you talking to. And I've realized, like, Man, that's so scary now to think that I was just telling him. I said it's so scary to realize how I was talking to people, other men who really could have kicked my ass for real.
Yeah.
Who could have said, you know what, hey young, and I had enough of you, dog. Like, hey,
you
straight up,
crazy.
like, and you talking too reckless.
Yeah.
And now, you know what? We about to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I joke a lot, and I do a lot of stuff a lot, but sometimes I want to make sure I ain't joking about stuff that ain't funny.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, you know what? Let me dial it back, man. Let me learn. Let me know my audience before I start saying whatever.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So that got me, man, super just mature. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Before I was even ready to, probably for real, because I ain't, you know, nigga ain't want to grow up. You know what I'm saying? You don't want. We want to stay youngest forever. You know what I'm saying?
You want to be. Everybody want to be Peter Pan and the
Peter
Lost
Pan
Boys
ass
forever.
nigga.
You know what I mean? Niggas want to stay in Neverland. You know, niggas don't want to grow up.
Nah, man, they gotta grow up, man. That's the thing, man. Too many grown ass kids out here, man.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
Too many.
It's a lot of grown ass kids. That's a great way to put it.
The young lady that plays the Little Mermaid. What's her name? Halle Bailey.
Halle Bailey. Yeah.
Her and the DDG situation, bruh. We gotta talk about it.
It's tough.
It's tough.
So, I don't really know the whole dynamics of the whole situation. I just know that's his baby mother, right?
Yeah.
Right. And what? So did she go to court? And what happened?
Man, what happened was that well, from what I heard recently, I read recently, and I was really disgusted by it, man. You know, I think he was supposed to be coming to, he was trying to come pick his kid up.
Right.
She had a restraining order on him.
Okay, the restraining
order.
order.
He pops up unannounced, you know what I'm saying? I want my son, woo woo, you know what I'm saying? And you know, she was like, why she trying to buckle the baby in so she could pull off and stuff like that. He get the wrestling her and stuff like that, choking her, and then he said he slammed her head against the wind, the driver, I can't talk, I'm high, man. Shit, the steering wheel.
Oh man,
so a physical altercation.
A physical altercation, you know what I'm saying? And I think she bust her mouth open. Or
that ain't
like
never
that.
Good.
That ain't never good, man. And the reason I brought it up is because, like what I said on that episode, man, is because what are we going to do to get these niggas to stop beating on women, man? We got to talk about it because that shit is bad.
Yeah, and that's just super important. Like, that shit don't ever fly.
It don't.
It don't ever fly. I mean, realistically, we don't know what the solution is for youngins to understand that type of thing. But, I mean, for the most part, everybody got a mama.
Yeah.
Right? And everybody got, you know, a woman that you love and you respect in your house or you grew up with or whatever.
Yep.
I got several.
Yeah.
I got mama, I got aunts, I got sisters, I got daughters, I got aunt, you know what I mean? Like, I got cousins. So there was never a, you know, putting your hands on no female. Because if you put your hands on any female around me or anybody near me, then we gonna knuckle up.
Exactly.
And you don't want that.
Exactly.
Right? So, I mean, it really start with the men.
Yeah.
The men gotta let the youngest know that ain't okay, bro. You need to control yourself. Because most of the time, that's a man letting his emotions get the best of him. That's a deadly combination.
It is.
That's the scariest thing on the planet.
It is.
A man that can't control his emotions.
Yeah.
Because we capable of doing anything.
Exactly.
We strong enough to do anything.
Exactly.
And a woman, most of the time, let's just keep it 1,000. I mean, I know people gonna say it's misogynist or whatever the case may be, but realistically, we are physically born bigger and stronger.
Exactly.
So when it comes to physically towards a woman, bro, we can do damage to a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, bro, it ain't nothing wrong with walking away, especially when it comes to dealing with a woman. When you arguing, and I don't even argue with no woman. I'm not even gonna raise my voice. I'm not about to get outside myself for nothing. You know what I mean? Now, I ain't say I've done nothing to deliberate an argument. I've done a bunch of shit. Right? That if you want to argue with me, you can.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna do it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I'm not finna do that. But men have to understand your strength and understand, bro, your emotion is gonna get the best of you, especially when your kid is involved.
Exactly.
For him, I can understand, bro. It's plenty of men out there that understand your position, bro. You're not married to this woman. She got your kid. You want to spend time with your kid. You want your kid. You already in a good position because half the niggas don't even want to be around their kid.
Facts, absolutely.
So the fact that you're trying to be involved with your kid, that's a good start.
No doubt.
Right? But then, women are emotional, bro. With some, when she think y'all gonna be together and y'all not together, and you know what I mean, and you doing you know what I mean, like that shit it's gonna be a problem.
No doubt.
Right? And when he in that position, he gotta understand that. And he got homies around him.
Yeah.
He got people around. He got solid niggas around him.
Yeah.
From what I understand.
No doubt.
And they say, hey, youngin, you can't go about it like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you gonna have to go through the court system, or you gonna have to just suck it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
You really gonna have to just be involved in your kid's life as much as possible, but you cannot put your hands on it, because the moment you do that, everything go landslide. That shit is a snowball effect.
Yeah,
all that shit is done now.
And
ain't nothing he can do.
And don't have a female judge working on that case that's
Ain't
been through that domestic violence thing.
You ain't lying.
Yeah,
the favor goes out the window.
All that shit done. All that shit done.
And like you said just now,
all that shit done.
To tie into a lot of that, bro, no matter what they say, no matter what they do, them emotions, man, you gotta just not jump to, because you know what you know in your head. You know what you I could slap the shit out of you and you couldn't do nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But we shouldn't go there in our
absolutely
head at all, because like you said, dog. When listen, first off, when the police get involved, the relationship is over.
Woo, it's done.
Anytime the authorities are involved, the relationship is over. I don't care who you are, the relationship is done.
Unless you
y'all heard that right?
Unless you married.
Yeah, unless you married. Unless you married.
Because if you married, then realistically, y'all supposed to be thick and thin. Y'all
supposed
to, whatever. Work through it.
Yeah.
Now I'm not saying work through no domestic shit. No violent shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's out. That's out.
But I come from that though. My mother dealt
That's what
with,
I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Domestic violence.
Yeah,
so
that shit's out.
Biblically, she felt like she wanted to do everything she could, and that's what most Christian women do. They'll say, all right, I'm going to go through everything until the Lord make a way of escape. Right?
Yeah.
And that's understandable, respectful, reasonable. But shouldn't no relationship be...
Yeah, you shouldn't be that way.
Nah.
No doubt.
No relationship is like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But the solution is more dudes like us talking about this.
Yeah, man.
That's the solution. That's a part of getting these young men to say, yo... If you need to talk to somebody, bro, just come talk to us.
Absolutely.
Because for real, we the OGs now.
Yeah.
We the OGs now.
Talk. Absolutely.
They the only ones we gonna listen to. And just like the OGs found a way to talk to us, we gotta find a way to talk to these young dudes, because the OGs found a way to talk to us.
Absolutely.
Now we just gotta find a way. The biggest lie that the world is saying right now is that the young people don't listen. That's not true.
Absolutely.
The problem is they listen to everything.
Yeah.
They listen to their friends. They listen to music. They listen to themselves. They listen to the teacher. They listen to the rapper. They listen to the goddamn podcast. Social media.
We preaching, y'all.
Dog, they listen.
We preaching.
They listen to too much.
Damn.
So the problem is they don't know how to filter.
Yeah.
What's a lie from the truth?
Yep.
See, and I like how you said that. Filter. Because let's just say y'all could say something to me right now.
Yeah.
Because we men, I brush the shit off like, yeah, whatever, okay, whatever. I could go in the house, my wife can say that same thing to me and it would hit differently.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I filtering.
Yeah.
I like perfect word. You know what I'm saying? Just filter all the bullshit, because I think men have to understand, like not get so like you said, not get so emotional, but to also understand that females know how to challenge a nigga.
Yeah,
they know what to
say.
They know what to say.
Yeah.
Know you, don't know you. They know what to say to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like men, young men, older men, whatever, all men, they gotta know how to filter that, man.
Bro, in the rain, I called my man because I had a similar situation happen to me around this time last year. So you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I had a situation with this female, and he had been telling me for a while, bro, get away from this person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Either she done already shot you in the leg.
Damn.
All right.
Metaphorically.
Okay.
Yeah, let's put that out there. He said, listen, bro, she done already shot you in the leg. He like, damn.
No, I wasn't expecting that, bro. Yeah. Look, bro, she already shot you in the leg. God damn. Shit.
Yeah, not literally.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't have got past that.
Okay. I'm getting the bigger picture. I got you.
But,
figuratively, yeah.
And then he came back and he was like, listen, then you just let her shoot you in the arm. Damn. She done shot you in the shoulder.
Yeah.
He said, bro, that next one, where you think the next one gonna be? In your dome.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't listen.
Yeah.
I met Shorty house. Long story short, we in the rain. She put her hands on me, but she put her hands on me in front of her kid.
Oh.
Now I'm in my car. I'm at my car, trying to get in my car. She blocking me. She don't want me to get in my car. What I do? I'm smart enough to back up. I ain't gonna put my hands on you and move you out the way.
Yeah.
I ain't no dummy.
Can't even do that.
I'm not even no dummy. I'm not even gonna grab you because you could say I bruised you or something like that.
Easy,
Man, nah.
Easy. Easy.
Nah, I'm gonna back up. So I backed up. Now we in the rain. It's raining outside.
Damn.
So she finally gets away from my car. So I'm walking to my car. I'm walking towards. I'm almost to the point where I'm about to get in. She threw one of them things and connected.
Damn.
And I just looked at her. You know what I'm saying? Like a real man would look at a woman like, young.
You know what I could do to
exactly.
you right now.
Like for real. So I just stare at her. And I stared at her. Now it's raining. I'm getting rained on. I said, you know what? I got to get out of here. So I called my man. I said, dog. He said, young, I told you. Yeah. I told you, bro. I told you. He said, and that's the last one right there. Yeah. He said, because that one could have sent you to jail.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
That one could have sent you to jail. You'd have been calling me, and you would have been like, bro. And I've been like, where you at?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in the, they got me, dog.
Yeah.
So
I got it.
Now imagine if I didn't keep my emotions in check.
No doubt. That would have been bad.
And it's millions of men that don't.
Yep.
In that moment. They can't.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
They can't control themselves in that moment. And it's look, realistically, is whatever you did as a man, you know, whatever you did to make your woman triggered like that, you know what you did.
No doubt.
That's a part of manning up.
Yeah.
Say, all right, look, I know what I did.
Yeah.
To get her like that. Now, it's her job to say, I know I'm like this. Don't take this overboard. We got to put the blame on both people.
Yeah,
both
facts.
parties.
You're right. Because
Can't
you never
be just us.
You never know what. But see, at the end of the day, a man is still responsible.
Yeah, absolutely.
We are still responsible.
We held accountable.
But ain't no telling what she probably said or what. So I feel that a little bit, but we still are responsible for our actions. I feel that though.
Especially when we just spoke about the power of words, right?
Yeah.
Women know that's better than anybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
For real. They know it better than anybody.
Yeah.
That the words, because they know physically, you really can't hurt us unless you got a weapon.
Right. Yeah.
But them words,
yeah.
I can hurt you worse than any weapon.
No doubt.
If you know what I mean, if I say the right thing, it's gonna piss that hard.
Facts.
I could shoot you in the leg.
Facts.
And you might be like, I'll get over that shit.
Right.
I'll be all right. I'm really, all right, cool. I'm gonna stay away from you. But she say the right words, you never forget it.
Man, motherfucker won't get no sleep at night.
Yeah,
that's real.
That's what I'm saying. It'll pierce the heart, right?
Yeah.
So they know that them words that they use is they weapons.
Yeah.
Right? And as men, we gotta understand we cannot react to that.
No doubt.
And that was a part of, when our shows we having, you know what I mean? And that's a part of the solution. Like we, just to circle back, man, Young ain't gotta, it's really, now it's just damage control because he done already did it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I'm sure his homies been in his ear. Like he got his uncles around and his peoples around. Like, hey, youngin, you gotta just let this play out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now, he it's all damage control now, man. And especially you don't want your son seeing that. You know what I mean? So man, it's really he gonna have to humble himself.
Yeah.
And like, all right, you know what? I shouldn't have got this. I shouldn't have did this. Like men gotta do. We gotta apologize when we wrong and when we not wrong. Facts. When we right and wrong, we gotta apologize. Yeah. So he just got man up right now.
Absolutely. You
know what I mean?
Absolutely, man. Because I just wanted to talk about that, man. Because you know what I'm saying. We both building platforms, man, and we trying to get our platforms off the ground, you know what I'm saying, for both positive reasons, man. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I think that's just a positive message that just gotta reach somebody, man, because you never know, man. Somebody maybe at home just watching this junk come on, man. Hey, look, bro, you gotta sit down and watch this shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And just because that's his man, he probably can't receive it. But you got 3 niggas sitting right here telling you the same shit that he just, you know, it just make it easier to accept it.
It don't make you no less of a man to listen to your friends, dog.
Absolutely.
When they for your good.
Facts.
It ain't no reason
Some
to be
people
embarrassed.
just don't know that.
It ain't no reason to be embarrassed, dog.
Yeah.
Like when it's coming from a genuine place, dog. You know how many times this man done told me stuff about myself that I ain't hear from people I was closer with than him at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like who had never just stopped and told me these important things about me. You know what I mean? Me and like so many people would never have thought me and him would have a podcast because I was so closer to so many other dudes that they surprised that it's me and him.
I can dig it.
You know what I'm saying? Like they never would have saw this dynamic coming. You know what I'm saying?
Dig it. A lot of people.
It's a blessing, bro.
I feel that, man, because a lot of people didn't see me linking up with Shaq and Forzy and T. They definitely didn't.
And the fact that you have him in your circle, you know what I'm saying, with support at that.
Oh yeah.
Y'all ain't. The blessing is y'all ain't enemies. The blessing is y'all still close.
Man, you want to know something? I used to play with a rock and roll jazz blues band. I was 25 years old playing with 3 white men in their 60s.
Damn.
Was it fire?
Oh yeah, it was
fun.
It was fun.
You learned a lot of shit too.
I learned a lot. I played songs that I've never heard. I played. They would sit there and teach me how to play shit, and then we would go play the songs at festivals and stuff. Then I would hear the song on the radio. I'm like, yo, we sound just like the record. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was dope. I learned a lot, but going back to you say people would have never thought da. So I had people who know me all my life, man, who watch my whole music career. Yeah. Never come support me, Right. Man, me and Shaq get to kicking it, man. And we used to, my blues band, ain't no telling where we were playing at. You know, sometimes we'll play far out, sometimes we closer. So at this time we closer to home, we playing in Colonial Beach. Shaq said, man, I'm gonna come see you play. And I did. Shaq pulled up with like 8 people.
That's love. That's love.
On the boardwalk. I'm on stage. They behind me.
That's love.
Craig. Like, they behind me. I'm like, yo. Like, bro, after this joint, man, then, you know, we had campers and stuff because we were staying the night. This 4th of July weekend. We staying the night. They get to meet the band members after the show over. We just sit out there, drink all night and shit like that. Man, that's why people are who they are in your life, bro. I saw a different light, man. I said, these niggas don't fuck with me. They don't do this. Like, because even when Shaq first came to the studio, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I tried to give him a deal. Because that's what I do for him. I try to give him a deal.
Right.
Nah, man. I'm pay you. Hey, tell me what you want. Tell me what you want.
Yeah.
Just straight, loyal, woo. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, man, probably one of top 3 most genuine friends I have in my fucking corner.
That's a blessing, dog.
Bro. Shout out to Cuz.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Cuz,
man. And the simple fact that you giving flowers while homie's still alive is what I try to do with my brother right here. But we don't do well hearing it from each other. But it's honest. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like when I think about just the when you kids. It's hard to tell your friends when you're teenagers. You admire them, dog. I look up to you. I got a lot of love for you, dog. But when you become a man, now it's, hey, bro, I love you, dog. Like, so I might not see you again. Yeah. So you know the way we living in this world, you know what I'm saying. The way you go here today, gone tomorrow type shit.
Like we lose a lot of homies, man.
And it's just like, bro,
a lot of homies, man.
Dog, the simple fact that y'all have that, and the fact that people don't know about this about you. You said something just now about support. Yeah. Hey, bro, do they understand that this is your money being financed through this shit?
No doubt, absolutely.
To pour into everything that you need?
No doubt.
The most hurtful thing is the lack of support.
Yeah.
From people that say they fuck with you.
Yeah.
That's friends with you, that you done threw parties for.
Yeah.
You done went to go hit a J with. Yeah. You done hit a bottle with. Yeah. You done gave money to. Yeah. And they won't even listen. The shit is free. We done just talked about this. Yeah. Subscribing is free.
It is.
And I can't get a free fucking button press.
And that's the thing, man. People actually get on the show but won't subscribe. Why would the fuck I bring you here and you don't even want to fucking subscribe?
Dog,
that'd be crazy.
Listen, that's because they know the success comes with
facts.
And certain people feel like they made you or I supported you and I did. Well, listen. That was you played a part in our growth.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you didn't make me, motherfucker. All right. I put in the work my goddamn self. Now you tell me when you was coming in the studio to mix shit at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, not getting no sleep until 11 at night. You let me know when you was coming in my studio doing that, and then you can actually say you did something for me. Goddamn it. You know?
Real talk, man.
But the way you built this from the ground up, bro, give yourself some credit because a brother understand how much money it costs to do shit like this, bro. We understand, bro. We understand, dog. This shit ain't easy, dog, at all.
It ain't, bro. You know what though, man? I just keep marching with my boots laced up, bro. Keep my boots laced up. I keep marching no matter what. These
are humble beginnings for us both.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is, dog, just like whoever your favorite player was growing up. Yeah. I don't care who it was. They had them humble beginnings. Yeah. They failed. My nigga failed big time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But when you look at how he finished his career, hey bro, he went out on top, dog. Just right now, we gonna take these humble beginnings. We gonna take these humble lessons we learning from people that say they close to us and support us for real.
Bullshit.
And when shit get up,
yeah.
We ain't gonna have no air about us where we ain't gonna still fuck with you, but we gonna fuck with you from a distance. We gonna remember the times you could have been there and you wasn't. But more importantly, you gonna remember all the times you could have been there and you wasn't.
Yeah.
And it's gonna hurt you more than it's gonna hurt us, cause shit, we gonna be up.
No doubt.
So we about to take a trip to fucking Tahiti in a day or two, and you ain't coming.
Yeah, man.
Goddamn.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. No bullshit. I feel that, man. I feel that. I wanted to talk to y'all because I know you big into the basketball, bruh.
Yeah.
We gotta talk about it, man. It's almost down. It's almost down. I don't even want to talk about who you think going to the ship, bro. Who going to the ship, man?
Well, at this point, it's probably gonna be the Timberwolves in New York.
I think it's gonna be Timberwolves too. You think? I think
Timberwolves going. Timberwolves should win it.
Man, them motherfuckers look nasty this year.
Should win it, man. I mean, Ant is a young dog. Man.
He is.
He's a young dog.
He is.
And he got that. He got the size. He got the mentality. He got the ability to really,
that damn Randall, man.
And Rand, he got help. He got help, man. And that's,
both sides of the ball. Shorty, he get hot. He going off.
And when he miss, he pass it.
Yeah,
he give it back to Ant.
Man, and that damn Gobert. That his name Gobert.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I know Lakers miss Anthony, bro. I know they missed him so bad in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not a fan of Rudy, but he necessary. He do what he supposed to do.
Man, he done gained some weight and everything, bro. He got a little bigger. You know what I'm saying? He I don't know. He out that joint. And the thing is, bro, he getting up and down that court fast.
Yeah,
absolutely. He moving, bro.
Randall looks a lot better than he did. When he was with us compared to the other teams. He look way better now.
Oh, he look crazy, bro. He comfortable.
He look good
comfortable.
Now.
He played around. He played with Kobe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he understand. He understand what it take, and he understand too when he see that type of player. Like, oh, this nigga got it.
No doubt.
Ain't got it. So all I gotta do is help him.
Yeah.
Because historically, ain't not one of them done it by themselves.
No, absolutely right.
No matter what superstar we name, the
absolutely
greatest,
right.
The GOAT is Michael Jordan, and he ain't do it by himself.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So all of them need somebody, bro. He got a good little supporting cast, man.
No doubt.
And they hungry right now too.
They hungry
because they just was, they was in the mix last year.
Yeah, they were.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So man, they hungry, man.
They gonna did this,
and they got rid of soft ass Cat.
Yeah.
Even though he gonna be on the opposite end because he gonna be playing for New York, and I think they gonna make it to the finals. So it'd be good to see, man. It'd be tough to see, but I think the Timberwolves gonna pull it off this year.
I do too, man. I hope they do. It's well deserved for them, man. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask y'all a question, man. If y'all could, cause I know me, man. I be chasing people sometimes. Like when people that I really want to interview, big or small, it don't matter. I just be like, yo, I gotta get them, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause I've been through it. With the Craig and Slim thing. I've been through it.
Mm-hmm.
If it may be different answers. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I'm saying? If you could have anybody on your podcast to sit in front of you and interview, man, who would you want to have on your show?
That's a good question.
For us, for me, I mean, we spoke about this before. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't really like, first and foremost, we gonna get all our partners on. Like, that's first and foremost. Facts. Like, we gonna put all our homies on, our friends, our like like people that we love or we talk to on a regular basis.
Got you.
You know, whatever they got going on, we just gonna give them the. Cause like I said, it's like a therapy session. You know what I mean? So we want to get them just a, you know, like man, just come have some therapy, nigga. Just come kick it in, you know, kick it in a safe space is what they call it now. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
And we just gonna, you know, kick it and chop it up, and then we just gonna have it recorded because another thing, like we spoke about this before too, man, you don't never know when your clock about to get punched.
Facts.
So, and I lost a lot of homies, you know what I mean? He lost a lot of homies. You probably lost a lot of homies. So, we never know when something like that gonna happen. So, it's like, this is, me and him spoke about this, is like, this will help me even want to do it, because I'm not really an outspoken person. Like, if we know each other, cool. We gotta talk, but for most part, I'm relatively quiet.
Got you.
But, you know, to be on a platform that could be viewed by millions and millions of people, and to express how you feel and tell your stories and some like stuff like that, like, it's important, because if something happened to you, your story ain't gonna get told by nobody better than you.
Facts.
Right.
Facts.
So
good question. I like that.
A part of that is we want to put our homies on. You know what I mean? Like family and friends. Like,
exactly.
Just tell your story, bro. Just in case it don't never get told. You know what I mean? Or nobody get to see how you feel about certain things. You know what I mean? So, especially, you know, with this age of social media, everybody got an opinion about everything anyway.
Facts.
You might as well let it be seen, because a part of it, again, as well, is it could help somebody.
No doubt.
That's how we really started it.
Got you.
It's really like, man, if we can help one another, just be able to express ourselves. Because, like I said, I'm not really an expressive person. He used to be overly expressive.
Got you.
So it's like, you know, we in this situation where we can express ourselves, right?
Got you.
And a lot of your friends and family, and you know, that want to express themselves, we want to give them that opportunity to do so. But on the other hand, like somebody that's way more popular that we would never think to have on there, like I think it's probably like basketball players or producers or something like that. Like,
got you.
Like Carmelo Anthony is, you know,
or
AI.
That should be great. Damn, I love Carmelo's show, bro.
It's dope. It's amazing, bro. It's one of my favorite shows to watch.
Yeah, for sure, mine too. But like AI, probably basketball would be AI. Football would be probably Dion.
Oh yeah, great.
Or Michael Vick.
Michael Vick. Yeah,
Dion or Michael Vick. Yeah, because that's our favorite players.
Yeah, no doubt.
So Dion or Michael Vick. Football, boxing, it'd probably be Tank.
Javante.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. And I'm even cool with having Roach on the show, for real.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Reach out to him, you know?
Yeah. But I mean, you know, that'd be cool, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Like, I know Gary. Gary Russell, you know what I mean? So I know Gary. You know what I mean? Like, me and Gary, you know what I mean? Like, I know his family type thing. So if anything, I would have Gary on before I had Lamont on.
No doubt. Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying? But Gary Russell and his brother, you know what I mean? Like, but Gary senior, me and him, like, I grew up in boxing. His father know my father, like, you know what I mean? Like, so we know that family. So if anybody, it will be Gary before I had Lamont on.
That's fine.
But as far as boxing, that's who I have on. Who else would, like, that's, I mean, and the music it'd be Cole, yeah.
Oh yeah.
If we can get that, it'd be Cole.
And it's more so like down to earth people. Like, dog, we not really like looking for, we don't even want the publicity for real. We sat and talked about, like, dog, how do we want to introduce, like, having people on the show?
Yeah.
We both was like friends first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and we went having men on the show first before women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was just like,
women gonna be soon, but not right away.
I can dig it.
Because I feel like, you know, most people, you know, if you have the right attitude, you can contain yourself. But when you watch some of the newer podcasts, when they have a bunch of women on, you know what I'm saying, it's really about calling them bitches and hoes.
Yeah, that ain't no good.
Hey, we ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to get some likes or controversial stuff.
Man, when I did my Mother's Day post, we talked about Mother's Day on one of my last episodes, man. That joke got a lot of great
love because
on TikTok, man. A lot of great content, just like, and the lady was just like, I'm so glad that, you know, we getting recognized and da-da-da. She was like, so many people just bash us.
It's about time.
Yeah,
it's about time,
for sure. Facts.
We agree not to even let our platform like get like that.
No
you know
doubt.
what I'm saying? Where it's like we got to kick people out, or we can't have people come over, or it's a real hostile environment.
Yeah, no, it won't be no
Man,
part of that.
we want a place where everybody feel comfortable.
Absolutely.
That's why we let people have their wine. We let people, you know what I'm saying? Hey, bring your thing. Sit down with us and let's just rap for real. You know what I'm saying?
But sometimes, man, see, you know, I want people to feel comfortable because they come back to me in the studio. Yeah. I want people to feel comfortable. Mm-hmm. And like I still don't record everybody. Mm-hmm. And some of the people that I'm closest with, man, they come in here, they cool, da-da-da. And they get that juice up in them, man. They just shit turn up. I'm like, oh, you gotta chill, bro. Yeah. In your place of business that you built with your own hands. Yeah. Respect my place, bro. Yeah, respect what I built before you start wilding. Yeah, because it even go because like me being an engineer, my ears are most precious to me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm mixing. And you yelling all in my ear because you all drunk and I'm like, man, come on, man.
Another thing, Craig, like that you said that I wanted to ask you about, man. You said people would show up to the crib bringing 4 and 5 people unannounced, right?
Unannounced, yeah.
Yeah, he don't like that shit.
I'm a real big like. If you gonna bring somebody, dog, tell me, cause I'm the type of dude that's checking it at the door.
Yes.
Now, even if you my man, like I would never do that with him ever, because I trust 99% of the people he's gonna bring to my crib. Exactly. Everybody, I love him, but like if it's a homie that I ain't seen in a minute, and you popping up trying to surprise me with this person, hey dog. Cause I got shit in my crib just like you got shit in your crib. Absolutely. You got and it's important to you, dog. And it's just like, dog, when you got a place where people just can like pull up.
Yeah, that ain't no good.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Niggas got too much PTSD for shit like that.
Yeah, man.
And now instead of me having a conversation with y'all, my attention and body language is on this person that I don't even know because I just don't know you. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man, I feel that too, bro. See, I'm epileptic, bro. You know what I'm saying? Epileptic, so I don't like people being behind me. Man, bro, I had a gun. Somebody had a gun, motherfucker, just fell. It didn't go off, but it fell, hit the floor.
Right.
I'm like, what the fuck? Right. Then I had one session. She was like, y'all want to do this session? I got these guys that want to record. She was only doing a feature with one guy, I think, but a bunch of other motherfuckers came in there. I'm looking, and I'm like, and then one of the dudes, he got a gun on his lap. I'm like, why this nigga got a gun on his fucking lap? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's stupid shit like that.
Yeah, it's
doing too much, man.
It's the image, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's and like I said, you spoke on that. You know what I'm saying? And I like I said, man, I'm always gonna give you your credit. If more people talked about the industry and the rap game and what it could lead up to, just like for you, for you to see these type of dudes that come into your session, your place of business. This you ain't no random nigga.
Exactly.
I am known too, dog. I got shit. I got good shit out there.
Facts.
I done shit.
Yeah.
If you ain't gonna listen to nobody, you gotta listen to me, dog. So if I ask you to remove that shit from my place of business, dog, I don't want to hit no lip, or you can get the fuck on. Yeah. Respectfully, dog.
Facts.
So for people not to listen to y'all that got so much insight, it's a slap in the face, dog. For one, but for two, like, respect the craft, dog. Let's come to work. Come to work.
And they don't respect the craft. They don't, man. I had one nigga pull up to the studio off the dep.
Nah.
Yeah, this at the old studio, right?
Yeah.
And he ringing the doorbell, so I'm about to go open the door up. But as he's ringing the doorbell, he grinning his teeth real hard, trying to pull that door open at the same time. I'm like, bro, I'm not about to work with you, nigga. What the fuck?
Yeah, you got a studio closed now, bro. Studio closed, dog.
Shut this shit down.
Yeah, man. I'm like, man, I'm not fucking with that shit, man. And niggas look at me like I'm stupid or I'm crazy. I'm like, man, I'm not dealing. Y'all niggas are some fucking Looney Tunes, bro. Yeah. Then I asked one of my men, I'm like, bro, what's up with these niggas? He's just like, man, it's entertainment.
Hey, I mean, it could be entertaining, but
that's the kill part.
Exactly.
That's the killer because, bro, who is that entertaining? What you doing?
Yeah, man.
Why you doing the most, bro? We here to work. If you got a talent or you not the one with the talent, nigga, wait outside in the car or something. You know what I mean? Go do something else. Let this nigga come in here and rock and do what he need to do. If you want to sit with a gun in your lap, like go sit outside.
No purpose, man. No purpose.
What you gonna do with it in here?
Exactly.
You ain't got no option here.
Exactly.
Ain't no option
here.
Even
if you do, nigga, then go outside and fight.
Yeah, facts.
If it's really an issue, get outside and fight, bro. What you gotta get on your lap for?
No bullshit, man. Man, I be talking about so much that be going on in the world today. You know what I'm saying? And one of my things, because we talked about the man of the power, you know what I'm saying? These damn, what's it called? Tariffs? Whatever.
Oh, yeah, tariffs, yeah.
Bruh, they got to cut this shit, too.
It's about to get reckless.
Bruh. Man, I went to the store the other day, bruh, and I think I bought I was at the dollar store at that, bruh.
Damn.
And I think I bought maybe 4 or 5 things and easily
$40. Yep.
$37, bruh. Yep. $40.
Yep.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep. In the dollar store.
In the dollar store.
What stuff is supposed to be $1?
Shit is supposed to be $1. Man, I'm just like, man. And it's the stuff that people don't be thinking about, man.
Yeah.
They don't be thinking about this because, especially me working for myself.
Yeah.
The way all them businesses talking about, they felt the impact.
Yeah.
Nigga, shit, I felt the impact of that shit. Yo, that shit is like, okay, I gotta march a little harder now, yeah.
Yeah, but you, damn, dog, that's so honest. The dollar store ain't $1 no more.
Fuck no.
It ain't. It's been like that.
Yeah, but it's just like, okay, I remember. Okay, put this way. I went to McDonald's the other day. I just got a hash brown. Hash brown. I remember hash brown was 99 cents back in the day. Man, hash brown was like $3.
Yeah. Stop eating that shit, man.
For one hash brown.
Look, man, for one hash brown. Look, man, I be trying to, man, but look, man. Look, man, I be having
eating that bullshit.
I be trying, man. I'm getting better. I'm doing better.
Hey,
I'm doing better, man.
As somebody that's doing better with you, bro, let me just say
this.
Yeah,
man, I'm trying, man.
I was just telling my man, you know, when I got released from the hospital, I realized, you know, they was able to get 2 to 3 gallons of fluid off my body.
Wow.
So as you can see, I'm not as bloated as I was on the last podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I'm all like belly out here and shit. But I told my man, I said, listen, bro, like I feel so good now. I want to keep it going, you know what I'm saying? But I'm staying on the LASIK for as long as I can.
No doubt.
If it's going to get the fluid off my body that it needs to so I can lose that water weight or that unnecessary weight I ain't counting.
Yep.
Man, cool. But
Facts.
everything else is just gonna be gym and, you know,
walking
right, and eating right.
Man, stop eating that bullshit.
You know what? At one time I did, bro. Let me tell you, I lost 100 and something pounds in 1 year. This was like 2017, 18.
So you know you could do it.
I know I can do it, bro. Still to this day, I can go out right now. I ain't ran in a minute just because I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I can run 2 miles.
Listen, let me tell you right now,
good, bro.
Not being able to walk all those a while back. Yeah, if you pay attention to the podcast episodes, dog, I was in pain in every episode.
Wow.
Every episode, he would come through and be like,
I wouldn't
bro,
know just because you just telling me now, so I wouldn't know.
Every episode,
he handled it well.
It got worse, and it got worse. Like the last 2 joints that we did together, I had to, you know, Joe reached out his hand to, you know, I had to lift me up out the chair. I was in so much pain, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, just from the pneumonia fluid going through my body and stuff like that, it was painful, dog.
Man.
So to not be able to run, bro, all I want to do is run, walk, jump, play basketball. Like now that I got my energy back and my strength back.
Congrats to you, bro.
Thank you, dog.
That is great, man. Because we getting older, man. Health is a major thing, man.
It's everything. One thing I realize now, as a person that has, I realized that the stuff I was chasing wasn't the most important thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And now, even when you get it, it hits you that it's not the most important thing.
Yeah.
So when I was in the hospital, I'm realizing, man, I don't have kids running in here saying, Daddy, you okay?
Mm-hmm.
No wife to come through and say, baby, you okay? I'm going to get you home. We're going to take care of you.
No doubt.
You know, and what I chased was career over family.
Yeah.
Do I regret it? No. But a part of me is like, damn, young, I maybe what I was chasing wasn't the most important thing.
I feel that because I definitely chased career over children. You know, I've been with my wife since high school, so it was just like we always was just locked in.
That's so fire.
But that's love,
Thanks,
though.
bro.
That's
I
love.
appreciate it.
There you go.
I'd rather that than the kids. I ain't gonna hold you, dog. That's a blessing, dog.
No doubt, man. It is.
Hey, shout out to black men staying faithful to their wives.
Yeah,
and
man,
staying
for
locked in.
sure.
Come on, man. Brown men don't cheat.
Come on, man. Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up, man. You know, like, man, our anniversary next week and all that,
Hey,
man.
that's a blessing.
Congratulations
And
again,
thank
bro.
you, bro.
Yeah, man.
And we about to be married 8 years, but I told her, man, when we get to our 10 years, man, I said we celebrating.
Amen.
Cause like marriage, man, I don't care how good it look. Like I love my wife to death. Our marriage is great. Don't get it twisted. Marriage is great, but it's hard.
Yeah,
It's hard. You know, you got to communicate. You know what I'm saying? You got to align. You know what I'm saying? We got to be in sync, man. You know, and sometimes we get off grid, man, and it's up to us.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To get back on and just Xing everything out, man, and just keeping our faith in who's in order to keep us together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, man.
fine.
You know, man, and just, you know, you got so many relationships, man. So many relationships will work better, man, if you just keep people out of their business.
God damn.
Yo,
You
didn't we
need
talk
to
about
go
that?
ahead,
Yeah,
hit
you
the-
need
hit
to.
I got you, Craig. Yeah, Craig.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
dog.
man.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So many people calling, looking for advice. Man, look, only person you should be talking to is God or your spouse.
Yeah.
Facts.
Let's fix this.
Yeah.
Let's fix this.
I agree with
but
that.
you know, they want to call the cousins and call. Then now, that's the thing. So this thing, you know, there's nothing wrong with calling people, but if you want to call somebody, call the person you know who been through it, going through it. Look for the
they been
wise
married.
one.
Yeah.
When you so like you said just now, and also you have to realize like the importance of not taking counsel from people who's not married.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you've not been married, listen, I don't have any reason I should ever give you any marriage guidance at all. I don't
No
know.
doubt.
I ain't a part of the institute.
No doubt.
The only thing I can give you is conversations about men stuff. I can't
facts.
tell you how to be a husband.
Yeah.
Right.
And we had a situation like that with a relative of mine where they wanted me to come talk to them and give some. They going through, you know, the divorce. I said, listen, dog, I ain't qualified to talk about marriage.
Yeah.
I'm just not. So I can't speak to you about nothing about what you need to do as a husband or nothing. But I can tell you as a man, you fucking up.
Sometimes that's all you need to hear, though. The answer is in there, though. As a man,
As a man.
like like y'all about to tell you some real shit now. Like, nah, bro, like real, like facts though. Because I love my father to death. We have a good relationship, but we just thinking it's tight. But we cool though. But one of the best gifts he ever gave me was giving me that father son speech right before I got married.
That's a blessing.
I think that right before I got married, he pulled me to the side, like, man, we gotta have a talk. You know what I'm saying? And he gave me that talk, man, and it was like one of the best talks he ever gave me, and I hold on to that joint.
And it did what it's intended to do. It stuck with you.
It stuck with you. It stuck with me. It stuck with me, man. It stuck with me. That was
Shout out to Pops.
man. That was one of the greatest gifts he ever gave me, man.
Give yourself that credit too to say, look,
man.
because you could have just said, you know what? I don't want to be a good husband no more.
Yeah, man.
You know, I don't want this dynamic between us to be great.
No doubt, no doubt.
And
facts.
people start when they get to 10 years. That's when the marriage is way. You make it through that first year, rough.
Yeah.
5 years, rough.
Yep.
I've noticed that every married couple I talk to, once they got past 10 years, the next several years was beautiful.
Yeah, man. Because even us being together so long before we got married. Yeah. When we got married, everything changed.
Yeah.
I definitely had to adapt.
Yeah.
Ain't no more. I get mad, go skirt off in the car, go chill with the homies. Ain't no more of that shit. Don't run off. The thing is, bro, I might go into a different room.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm gonna go into a different room.
Yeah.
But I'm a husband. I'm not leaving this house. Yeah. And another thing is, we are going to bed together.
That's facts. I'm not sleeping on no couch.
I'm not sleeping on no fucking couch.
Never.
That's an important thing, man.
Yeah, bro, because I don't care, bro. Sometimes we may go to sleep and not say nothing. But I'm getting in that damn bed, and when we wake up, we got fresh minds, and we're going to talk about this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about this. Sometimes, man, we got to have a talk before we go to work. Because we want to make sure we have good days. We don't want to be at work with all this bullshit on our mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and talk about this so we can have a great day.
That's right.
You know, by the time lunchtime comes, she can call how your day going, how your day, everything done worked out. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for my baby to come home. What's for dinner, baby? You know what I'm saying?
That's
I
key,
wish,
bro.
Craig, I wish one thing most people really realize is the importance of time. We don't have forever to get the shit right. Everybody think they got more.
Yeah.
Even me sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, listen, I'm
we
fresh.
all like that. We all victim to that.
Yeah. I'm fresh out of sitting out of hospital, getting out the hospital, but I was in there for 3 weeks. Imagine the thoughts I was thinking. Am I going to get out this joint? Am I going to be able to see my friends, family? I'm in that joint for a week at a time, each time. That's scary, dog. You young. Listen,
I know the feeling.
If people really stop bullshitting in their relationships, dog, you don't have forever to get it right.
Don't.
And if you got somebody worth having around, hey, cut that bullshit out, young. You don't have forever to get it right with this person.
You want to know some shit, man? When I had my first seizure, man, I had my first seizure upstairs in the bathroom. I wasn't even responsible, bro. My wife had to kick that shit in and pull me out. I was on life support for 3 days.
Damn.
3 days, bro. When I woke up, I didn't know what the fuck happened. Didn't know what happened, but in the hospital, I just woke up. So when I woke up, I was asking for weed. I just wanted to get high. I don't know what's going on.
You was ready.
I was just ready to man, I get up, get out the hospital, walk on my equilibrium all off. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I'm having seizures all the time now, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you mean to tell me I was in that motherfucker for 3 days? Don't have a clue?
Right.
So it's just like, you know, I done had friends that passed away from seizures. One of my closest friends passed away from a seizure. And I had my first seizure I was 30, 31. I'm 37 now.
Damn.
So it's just like I look at everything different. Okay, so we I just saw another person that passed away, a really good guy, man. He passed away from a seizure, man. I just found out, I knew he passed away, but I didn't know how. And I found out yesterday. And they said he had a seizure. It just struck me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's scary, bruh. It's scary.
My mom just called me yesterday to tell me that one of her childhood best friends, her female best friend, lost her son to pneumonia. Her youngest son.
Yeah.
And he died on her floor. Yeah. He went to one of the emergency care centers, them little primary urgent care joints, and they didn't do nothing for him. They sent him home. So he went to go see his mom. When he got there, he was like, "Mom, I can't breathe," and he collapsed in front of her.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, "Young, that's fucked up way to go."
It is.
But I wouldn't mind being around my moms if I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like at least I got to see her. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask y'all a question. Y'all hip to that black seed oil?
Yes.
Yeah. Man, I've been looking it up. I haven't had it yet, but I've
it's
been
good.
I've been looking it up. I said,
it depends though. Like, it's good for you. It's great for you. Do it taste good?
Nah, it don't taste good at all.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but it's good for your body.
It's excellent for you though.
Yeah.
The moment you have it, you feel the energy. You feel you'll feel it working on you throughout the day.
Because that's like the first thing I think I'm going to try. Like, I never really tried the little natural remedy things, woo, whatever. Yeah. But this is about to be like the first. I've been telling my wife, I think I want to try this. You know what I'm saying?
They said make sure it's like cold press or something like that.
Yeah, either one.
Yeah, but they was just like, you know, it reduces risk of cancer and all this other stuff.
Just take a teaspoon of it.
Bro. And another thing is, bro, I haven't smelt nothing since 2018. I have no smell.
Damn.
From seizures.
Damn.
I can't smell shit. I haven't smelled nothing in, what's this, 26?
25.
25?
Yeah.
I ain't smelled nothing in fucking 7 years.
Oh, man.
Damn, bro.
That's
7 years.
That's a tough,
man.
You know.
And you want to know one of the things that get me the most, one of the things I really miss is the smell of my wife.
Damn. Hey, bro. So okay,
that's
so
real shit.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the most beautiful things I could credit a husband saying.
Thank you, bro.
That's fire.
That's.
I mean, it's unfortunate too, but it's like
that's a real longing there.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's some real.
I miss the smell of my wife, man. It was just like you know people. You know, it's like losing a scent, man. It's just like, yo, something is just wrong here.
Yeah, man. That's tough, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's tough.
You know,
that's. I hope and pray that get restored to you.
I
because
do too, man.
Yesterday I was with one of my homegirls. We was we just went these young dudes, watched these young dudes play basketball. As we was walking back to her crib, we walked under this gazebo. As we got there, the smell of the plants instantly triggered like something in my childhood. And I was like, young. I was like, this smell right here reminds me of my childhood. And I was like, and I got sad because I was like, damn, I really miss being a fucking kid and
Wow.
the stress of life was lesser, and all you did was ride bikes with your homies and go play basketball. And man,
we did the graduation party for my nephew yesterday, man, and it's a bunch of little kids over there.
Yeah,
man, it's a football outside.
Yeah,
I picked the joint up. I'm like, yo, man, what's up, man? Not now one on one throw a damn football.
Hey,
they in the house on the game,
on the tablet,
tablets, Xboxes and shit. I'm like, man, everybody would have been outside back in the day playing with this damn football.
Different time, bro.
The life that we had when we was growing up, dog, we had it good.
We the
last of a dying breed, dog,
man,
and we had the best.
I saw a joint on Instagram. And it was like saying what we saying now, we ain't know how good we had it. And it's just showing kids in high school with the camcorders and stuff. Yeah. Man, that shit made me sad as hell, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because it was just like, yo, we really was just like, we were all we had.
Yeah.
Yes.
We were all we had, bro.
It wasn't no, you would be on the phone, but like everybody had regular little phones, bro. It wasn't no the screens.
No Kia green screen.
No, the was green. Yeah. Everybody's screen was green. Yeah. There wasn't no color screens.
Yeah.
But man, I think that's a huge something that you missing. Something is significant is that, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's critical, man.
It is.
You know what I mean, that's critical.
It is, man.
I never heard a man say that before,
bro. I ain't gonna lie, like. All the women, I don't never speak on relationships because I ain't been in none.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in situationships. A lot of them. A number I care not to share.
Yeah.
Right? But when me and him speak, like, when he talking about his relationships, I say it. I'm like, bro, look, I ain't been in no relationship.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I ain't the one to speak to about it.
No doubt.
But again, like I can tell you how, as a man, what you, and I've observed enough women to know, like, I can kind of give you their perspective too. Not all the way, but you know what I mean. But something that I realistically, I do it to every woman I ever been with. I smell them.
Yeah, yeah.
I smell them for sure.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean. And that smell is serious.
Yes,
now,
it is.
Like
serious,
you saying, they're missing that scent.
That's tough, bro.
Yeah.
I have felt that desire for the ones I really cared about. You miss certain shit about them.
Oh,
yeah. Oh my God, her hair used to smell so fucking, or the way she used to, man. The lotion.
It is the small shit. Yeah,
it's the small shit, man. It's the small shit, man.
And it ain't to be it's real for us as men.
It
means something, dog.
Bro,
so I said that's a longing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
saying? Some of that shit is all we got.
It is.
Yeah, to remember them by.
It is.
Some girls be gone, bro, and not even gone. Like they still alive. They just not in your life no more. And then you get a whiff.
Yeah.
You walk in the mall or something like that, or a girl got something on wherever you at. I did this. Real talk. Quick story. I did this shit in a grocery store. A girl walked past, and I'm like,
hold up.
And I thought it was another girl because the smell reminded me of this other girl. And I'm like, hold up, is she in here?
Yeah.
And your
nigga walking around the aisles like, yo.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
But it triggered a smell.
The memories
that I remember her smell.
Yeah.
So y'all dudes out there, man, y'all could have just learned something from Craig.
Yeah,
man.
Like,
smell your wife, nigga.
Her, man.
Hey, love the smell of your wife.
Love the smell of
your wife.
Know your wife's scent.
Yeah, man. That shit is like it's the best analogy. It's just like walking into a house that just smells so good. It's comforting.
Yeah.
It's very comforting, man. You know what I'm saying? To have a woman that just smells very good. I don't know what it is that's so comforting about it. Or it just gonna turn you the fuck on.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna do both, but it's gonna put your mind and heart at ease. That's what it's really doing.
Does. It does.
It's a comfort thing. Yeah.
You know it's coming with peace.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, I know what mine's is coming with peace. Shout out to my baby. Yeah, baby. Shout out to you. It's coming with peace. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. It's coming with peace. So you know what? I always y'all seem like, you know what I'm saying, two, you know what I'm saying, very, intelligent brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? And I
likewise.
Thank you, bro. And I always ask people this, man, because I always gain something from it. Every answer they give, I gain something from it. What advice would you give to your younger selves?
that might make me cry because I was just sitting in the hospital thinking about what I would say to myself. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably gonna be one of them things, man. Where I don't even know if I can say it's one thing because I learned so much. But I would say, man, if I had to be honest, oh man, it's so hard to just bring it to one thing though because I thought about so much.
Just talk about it, man.
But I would say this, man. Loyalty is a big reward in life, man.
Yes.
Just you can choose who to be loyal to, but man, it's loyalty. I'm big on loyalty, man, and I've had some great friends in my life that have been loyal, and I've been loyal to them. Mm-hmm. That's one of the biggest things that bring me joy is
that's what's up.
Is that friendship and loyalty, man.
Friendship and loyalty. I love it. Same.
For me, man, if I could tell my younger self, I think like most people got regrets, right?
Yeah.
And some people always. I've heard people say like I don't got no regrets. You know, for me, I got a lot of regrets, and one thing I probably would tell it would be several things, but depending on the stage in my life, if I could go back and say, you know, you find moments where you say, I wish I would have shook myself if I could have reached in and say, hey, don't do that. Right? Yeah, but there was a lot of moments.
No doubt.
But what I will really tell myself is, at a certain point in my life, I would say, hey, youngin, put your foot on the gas.
Whew.
Like, because I've always been a laid back nigga. I be cruising.
Yeah.
And I don't take everything so serious.
No doubt.
And in certain moments in my life, that could have changed the trajectory of my life and for my family, because I would have took care of everybody.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I could have reached in and said, "Youngin, put your foot on the gas right there."
Yeah.
Like, don't cruise. Put your foot on the gas right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then, you know, it would have changed some things. So.
That's a great answer. I like deep. That. That's a great answer. Yeah. When you boxing back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Hell yeah, I remember that. Damn, everybody was talking about that shit. That shit was like world star,
bro.
It was, bro.
Listen, hey, one of the things I realized about my homie right here, man. So the funny thing, I always like to tell this funny story. So we was on the bus one day, because we rode the bus home from school. So we had some youngins in the back of the bus one day just wilding out, man, throwing bottles of water around, spraying water, doing whatever, right? Yeah. My man sitting in front of me, right? So I'm not playing with these niggas. I'm sitting by myself. Biggz is sitting by himself, but he in front of me. Yeah. And he don't say nothing major. He said, "Hey, young, y'all keep doing whatever y'all want to do back there. Just don't y'all get some water. Y'all get some water on me, young. It's gonna be up."
That sound about right.
One of the dudes back there still playing with the water. Now I heard what my man said, so I'm like, y'all niggas tripping if y'all get some water on this man. Yeah. And they got some water on him. Yeah. My man stood up. He just stood up. This how I knew. I was like, yeah, I'm never going to just. Yeah. And he just stood up. And I was looking at him like, oh. So they all in the back of the bus. They get quiet. They sit down. They stop playing with the water. This motherfucker like, it's like, nah, I was just playing with y'all. I said, yo, he got everybody shook.
He just fooled the shit out of me.
Just got Eric. But I was
trying to do nothing to nobody.
Yeah.
Trying to hurt nobody.
Yeah, he was just like, it's like, nah, I was just playing. As you were,
Yeah, man, that's all right.
But you know, I contribute that all to my father, man. You know what I mean? My father, you know, he brought me up doing it. He taught me. You know what I mean? Taught a lot of other people as well.
No doubt.
It's valuable, you know what I mean? As far as discipline, and, you know, it was a way for me and my father to connect, you know what I mean?
Straight like that.
You know, my older brother and me, my cousins, like all of us, you know, that's what we learned, you know, that's what we was doing.
Ain't nothing wrong with that though.
Yeah, man, it's taught me things that I still use to this day.
Yeah.
It saved my life.
Facts.
Yeah.
Man, I had my little time at one time, trying to get up in there one time, throwing my little weights around. Yeah. After a while, I dropped them motherfuckers. I said, I'm out, Craig. I'm done, bro. Fuck this shit. You mean to tell me 2-pound weights do this shit to your fucking arms, nigga?
Yeah, for sure.
They're like, just keep jabbing. Yeah. You take these motherfuckers.
The boxing world is not to be played with or disrespected at all.
It's not, bro, because I don't know, because I wrestled a little bit, bro, but even me trying to...
shit is serious, too.
Wrestling shit is serious, bro. It is serious, but I think the boxing just come with a different type of cardio that you just don't think come with it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just like... And I mean, they had me on a straight line just throwing jabs with them weights, just go all the way down to one wall and come all the way back to that wall. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
I went to this boxing...
And that was light work.
Yeah,
that's light. I went to this boxing camp like a while ago, just to see what boxing was like.
Mm-hmm.
I was encouraged by Dane, and just to see. He's like, bro, just go see what it's like to hit the bag.
Yeah,
I guarantee you that's a workout in itself.
Oh
right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So one of the instructors used to have this thing called. He called his last session of the boxing day. He called it barbecue ribs.
Whew.
He was like, for 3 minutes, I want you to hit the bag as if you go into somebody's body. I want barbecue ribs on that body.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine doing that for 3 minutes. Extremely, you gassed by 3 minutes, and we're not talking about light. It's going all out. Like, if you don't go all out, you get called out in class. Like, he wants you to go all out for 3 minutes.
That 3 minutes felt like 10, huh?
Dog, it was the worst burnout session you can ask for. Just going to the body, going to the with not. He said do it in combinations, not like 1, 2. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what I'm saying? Like all combinations. Like I'm like, good God Almighty, barbecue rib.
Yeah, man. I ain't know what I was getting into. Them weights look easy. I thought I was cool. I wasn't, bro. I was like, fuck this shit, man.
But you made it through, dog.
I made it through, man. I kept going back, too. I kept going back, and then, doing that, though, I knocked the nigga out off the dipper.
Hey, I bet.
I did, bro.
I
knocked the nigga out off the dip, bro. And you probably know you probably know who hit me.
Who it is.
No, you probably don't know who I knocked out off the dip, but you probably know who hit me in their house. I was going to get locked the fuck up. That nigga went out on a stretcher.
For real.
I had hit that nigga with everything I had, bro.
And that was everything. And I was about to say one punch from one specially planted punch with all your strength, dog.
Just because I knew what he was off. Yeah. It was just like, yo, I got one shot to get this nigga, bro. Because if I hit this nigga and he don't go down, it's a wrap for me, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because these niggas don't feel nothing.
They don't feel nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Man, bro, I hit that nigga, and my homie mother, she was like, come on, baby. Come on in the house, baby. Come on. Made me hit me out in the house, bro.
Yeah.
They was swarming the neighborhood looking for me, bro.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, see, you need that.
Yeah.
You need that. Hey, young, hide me.
Yeah.
Hide
facts,
me. Hey, hide me.
Facts, man.
Hide me.
Hey, man. Hey, bro, it takes a village, man. Fuck that. Absolutely. The village protected me that day.
Straight up.
Shout out to whoever hands you out, bro.
Hell yeah,
man. For real, bro.
Stall him out, Craig.
Yeah, stall him out,
Craig.
Shit, wasn't no stalling that day, man. You no stalling that day. So, look, man. Y'all got any other thing y'all want to rap about? What's ever on your mind? Cause I talked about a lot of stuff, but I ain't talk about everything. But y'all get on that personal shit a little better than I do.
Yeah, so, man. I mean, it's just showing proof. I mean, you just learning as it go, bro. That's all. That's all we doing.
Yeah, cause I'm trying to get better with that, man. But
I think learn as you go, bro.
I think for real, what you're doing is you're doing good, already enough because you bringing people together.
Yeah, facts.
That's what's going to do it. So like the next people who you have on your podcast, whoever you have, they gonna come and say like, look, man. I'm just glad to get out the house and be able to talk to somebody else.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Or get these things I've been thinking about off my mental. You know what I'm saying? Even if they don't go into complete detail.
Yeah. Right.
Dog, it's a blessing just to change the environment, to see something new. Mm-hmm. Listen, I'm going to keep it real with you. I was nervous about coming down here today because it's just like, I don't know how it feels to be interviewed by somebody else.
No doubt.
2, I'm about to go into another location where I'm not familiar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, man, I want to be as comfortable like you were saying, you know what I'm saying? But 2, just like a fight. All fights there's some nervousness in it. You know what I'm saying? So, but when you get there, it's like, oh shit, this feels good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's what it's like to be in here right now.
Yeah.
The vibe is right. The setup is love. You know what I'm saying? The energy between all of us is love.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And that's all you want when you doing what you're doing, dog. And if I would say this, dog, if you get people who, my thing is this. If you get people who act like they don't really want to be here, like they doing you a fucking favor.
Oh yeah, facts. Yeah, facts.
Go ahead and end it short, dog. If they feel like they doing you a favor, dog, by being here, Dane has never felt like made me feel like he was doing me a favor by being a part of what we got going on. Like he show up, what's up, nigga? Like it's love from the door to the time he going back to his whip. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I say you command the same type of respect.
Hey man, I appreciate.
You know what I'm saying?
That,
Straight up, bro.
Man, this was what I will say, man. It feel good. You know, from one podcast to another to do something like this together.
For sure.
And I think down the road, because it's just like, you look at other podcasts, you know what I'm saying? You know, you got Drink Champs and, you know, interviewing Willie and Gilly and Waldo, you know what I'm saying? They hopping on other interviews and stuff like that, man. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? I see something bigger than that, man, you know, for people like us, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because, you know, I think we can do something great down the line together, man.
What you're doing right now, and I called Biggz to talk about it. I say, listen, bro, there's a guy right now in our area that's doing exactly what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
He bringing people together. Did I not? I called you. I said, bro, he got people coming on that he fuck with.
Yeah.
And they sitting down talking that honest shit.
Yeah, fact.
I said, pretty soon, we either gonna connect with him.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna come on our joint. We gonna go on his joint, and then months later he hit me up, and I'm just like,
and once he said that, I'm like, all right, cool. But then once he said who it was, I'm like, oh shit, for sure. He was like, you want to do it? I'm like, yeah, nigga. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know who it was at first. And then, you know what I mean? So,
facts. Cause man, I see, man. Cause what I'm trying to do, man, is get more active in the community.
Yeah.
That's where it's going to start. That's where it's going to blow.
And I think that's something that we could do together, man. You know, just go out there, help each other platforms build up, man.
Absolutely.
We actually go out in the community. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what will we be doing in the community, but just to be out there and have share the humanity that we have.
I think the only thing about when we do it like that, because I see it from two ways, right? Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't mind doing it for the podcast. Mm-hmm. I'm all for doing it for the love.
Yeah, absolutely.
The other part of me, I telling my brother, I got a huge passion for the homeless.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We got a lot of homeless people in the city. Yeah. And I'm actually, I take offense to it because I'm like, yo, this is my fucking city, and we got all these homeless people here. Mm-hmm. You know, it's things that we done sat down and talked about that we want to do for the homeless.
Yeah.
But for a podcast aspect, the only thing I just don't want to do is I never want to record us doing anything for the homeless. I don't want to take pictures.
No, you ain't got to do that. Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, me personally, you know, anytime I did homeless, it was from my church.
Facts.
You know, they came into the church. You know, you never know that they homeless, but you just show us just feeding people. We just feeding. Yeah. You know, and then you will see is just us fellowshipping.
Yeah.
That's what you will get. You won't see anything homeless. Yeah. Because some of these homeless people you meet, they're just homeless. Some of these homeless people have jobs.
That's real.
They go to work.
Yeah.
You know, they got cars.
Yeah.
Some of them just don't have a fucking place to live, and it's fucked up.
Yeah. Oh, I've been there.
It's fucked up.
I've been there.
But, you know, people see homeless people, and they just think, oh, he homeless, he a bum. No, that is not a bum. You don't know what this person is going through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel, you know, the doing, and it doesn't have to be recorded.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be recorded. You know what I'm saying? We could go out and say what we're doing for the day and leave it at that.
I'm just saying from the split standpoint of just certain people record their good deeds, and that's all it is. It's just a good deed.
Yeah,
absolutely. It ain't really from your heart for real.
Oh yeah.
And I don't want to get caught. And this ain't even got nothing to do with us.
Mm-hmm.
It's just when you watch it on social media, you watch people give people money, tens of thousands of dollars. All right, that's it, dog, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was nice, but I mean, is that genuinely what's the message behind you giving somebody like that type of money?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You could have fed way more people with that, you know what I'm saying, over in that street, down the street where you was at.
Exactly.
But like, you know, it's just the concept, dog. It's always everybody got an opinion and a different perspective.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I'm not saying that even what I'm saying is the gospel right now, but like just be careful. I feel like people should be careful in how they put those who are in need on camera.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but see, it ain't just about need. Yeah. It's just about helping the community.
Right.
Yeah. It's not about need. We could be helping kids.
I'm with that.
Sure. You know, it don't matter. See, you know, homeless is one thing. That's just one aspect.
That's another dynamic.
That's just one aspect. You know what I'm saying? And it's a very important one. But it's also important, man, you know what I'm saying, for people like us to go out, man, and just like, I know so many kids out here who are in single mother homes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, let's just say like, yo, this is what we doing. We trying to do this for the children and da da da. You know how many people will even try to get back and support us on that?
Yeah.
I was a football coach. I was a football coach for the Indian Head Chargers.
Come on.
That's fire.
And we had an undefeated season.
Come on. Congratulations.
Thank you. And I saw how many single mothers there are out there just by being a football coach. Never would have knew that.
That's a lot of them.
Never knew that. I'm talking about us as men, you know, coaches taking turns, you know, dropping the kids off, picking them back up, you know, taking them out for pizza parties, whatever. When the season is over, man, we heartbroken like shit because we miss these kids, man. We out here trying to help. We not just coaches. We are trying to help the community.
Hey, bro, that's facts.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, just us being coaches sometimes give that parent a break.
Yeah.
Get that parent that 2 hour break that parent need. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are trying to help the community, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, my thing has always been kids, man. I always been big on kids and animals. I always told my wife, I was just like, man, when I go to heaven, man, I said, I'm either going to be doing music. I'm gonna be messing. God gonna have messing with doing music. I'm gonna be doing children, messing with children. I'm gonna be messing with animals. God gonna have a job for me.
That's real.
I'm gonna have a job.
That's
you
real.
know what I'm saying?
But you know what, dog? To your point of what you already said, which is a blessing. You don't even know how many kids' lives you already done touched, dog.
Oh shit, facts.
You probably don't even know. And I feel like
helped a lot of them.
I feel like if you continue,
especially
like
what coach,
man, them moments where you pull them aside and they down on themselves for messing up a play, and you put your arm on their shoulder and peace just hit them. Coach ain't even yelling at me. I was scared to come over here. I'm all right now. You know. Hey, dog, that changed your kid, bro. That changed their life, dog. Because they might be getting used to getting yelled at home all day by mama or the stepdaddy.
Facts. And you know another thing too, man. I watch a lot of coaches. They tell their kids, go do this, go do that, go do that. We were running with our kids. Whatever we asked them to do, the coaches was doing it as well. Yeah. We showing you now we in this together. Yeah. We did it all together, man. You know, it make them like, okay, if he doing it, I'm gonna do it. It's just a different type of they receive it differently. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we in this together, man. So yeah, if I tell you go run, I'm gonna run with you. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing is just like, you know, with coaching, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes everybody ain't a coachable player. Some of these places you gotta teach. Some of you gotta teach, you know what I'm saying? So
it's a lot
man. So you can't go out here yelling and discouraging these children, man. You know what I'm saying? Making them scared. Exactly. They don't learn like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like what you teaching them on the field. You're also teaching life lessons. What you coaching on the field, you're always coaching life lessons. Yeah. You know, it go hand in hand. But
like Dion.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like you can't coach what somebody don't know. You gotta teach them. You know what I'm saying? That goes on the field.
That's facts.
In life, on the floor, in life, whatever, it don't make a difference, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. But I like, you know what I was talking about earlier about doing stuff for the community and stuff like that, because I always done stuff for the, you know, community, but it was always with my family and stuff like that, which is cool. But it's just like I've had the studio for a long time. I don't think I ever really did nothing. Like, I might touch a lot of people. But I don't think me myself personally as my own businessman actually ever went out and tried to do something. You know, when I was with ADC Studio, we had this big grand opening thing, and that was cool. Had the moon bounce for the kids and stuff like that, but that was a grand opening. I think us as what we do, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I think it's important, man, you know, for us to go out to be a part of the community, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No matter what it is, man.
Yeah, and with the heart that you got, dog, it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of gathering a team that's willing to do it with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think that's the toughest part because people say they down for whatever until it's time to put in the work, man. You know what I'm saying?
Because I just see something so simple when it comes to children, man. It don't cost a lot to do things for children.
Nah.
It don't.
Nah.
It don't.
You know the best thing about what you just said just now is if you get let's get 10 men right now. And you say we want to do something for the kids. We can all put in $20 to get a goddamn pizza party for the kids that ain't had a pizza party all summer.
Yep.
You know, and it's more than enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna leave with a slice. At least two.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got 10 men giving up $20. You can get they still got that 555 bill, the goddamn domino. You know, just little stuff like that.
Yeah, man. Facts just like that, man. Because it's ways about going about things, man. I see fields that we used to play on as kids around here that don't even get used no more. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, let me go see if I could go talk to the mayor real quick, get a grant for this, see if we can do this. You know, can I get some legal, you know, to use this property for the children. You know what I'm saying?
You got it up here.
Yeah.
Now it's just application.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's what it start with.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man, he got it. And Craig, man, listen, I said this before to you in that message. Hey, dog, you doing something special. What you got right now, it ain't just, and I'm going to just say, when you don't feel like doing it no more, because I done had times already, I ain't feel like doing this shit.
No doubt. Yeah.
When you don't feel like getting up and editing, when you don't feel like getting up and, because I tell him all the time, I don't feel like doing this shit. I'm tired, bro.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted. My body hurts. I ain't got no sleep.
Facts.
He like, hey, nigga.
Take a fucking break.
Take a break.
Yeah.
Get some sleep, nigga. Get some sleep.
No doubt.
I mean? Like, don't let this. What you doing is great. I agree.
Yeah.
We commend everything you doing, bro. And
likewise, bro. I love what y'all doing too, man.
Don't stop, dog. I'ma just say don't stop.
Be consistent, bro.
Just, man,
be consistent, bro. And one of the things that that Nipsey said, bro.
There you go.
Yeah, my man. But just don't quit.
Absolutely.
That's going to make all the difference in the world. Whether you make it to where you have a goal set in mind or whatever you want to do, just don't quit, bro.
Yeah, I took a long break, but now we back, man. I took a long break, but now we back. You know?
Let me just say this one last thing to you that I shared with Dane to hopefully give you some encouragement to just laugh at some shit. One thing, Craig, I realized that I shared with my man. I said, look, we might not get all the likes, but goddamn it, we getting the views.
Hell yeah!
And what people don't understand when they don't like our shit, if I'm speaking to the camera, this is what I'm gonna say. Thank you, because y'all still don't understand what y'all doing.
Yeah.
And for those of y'all that know the three of us right here, right now, and y'all see us and y'all don't like our shit, and y'all know us for real, and y'all say y'all fuck with us.
Yeah.
It's cool. We got the like. We got the view.
Yeah.
We appreciate the I swear we do. This is not me being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Being honest. Thank you for the view.
Just take a look.
Just take a look to what's going on. Maybe what's going on ain't some foolishness amongst men. Maybe we talking about some real shit.
Absolutely.
Thank you for the view.
Thank you for the view,
even
man.
if you don't like it.
Yeah, even if you don't like it all matters,
it's
man.
It's all about the love, bro. It's all about the love. That's what we lead with. That's what we, that's what we here to give. That's what we here to spread. That's all it's about.
That's what it's all about.
As long as you keep that, your love for God, your love for your wife.
Yeah, absolutely.
And your love for yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, everything else gonna work out, bro.
Oh man, you know what, man? Like I said, man, earlier, man, I've been 13 years full time, man, and the motivation, bro, is people waiting for me to fail.
Yeah. The hate gonna come with the plate, dog.
That's gonna come with it.
The hate gonna come with the plate, dog.
Come with it.
It's gonna come with it. And all you gonna do, listen, you know it's coming.
Yeah.
But the flip side of that is I think sometimes we forget, dog. There's always more people with us than against us. For real.
Absolutely. Big facts.
We just forget about the people that's with us sometimes.
Yeah, you're right.
Because we so used to
wrapped up in the negative. That's what it sounds like. Yeah. Just wrapped up in the negative, not worried about the positive things.
I used to love not getting picked first, second, and third when it came to basketball teams and stuff like that. Yeah. Not only did it make me play better, But it was just like, all right, motherfucker. Now, maybe I'm not worthy of being picked first when you got other players on the court that's better than you. But when you're younger at the time, you just don't realize that. You know, everybody wants to get picked first, right? Everybody wants to get picked first.
Yeah.
That's fine. But just knowing that I got picked on somebody's team, I was ready to go against everybody else that they thought was better than me.
Yeah.
When I got to the neighborhood, this dude was cold. I couldn't beat him. You know what I'm saying? Like in them, because he was just naturally. Everybody else, I can get some problems to. But respectfully, it's just people that's just better than you. Okay, that's fine.
Absolutely.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But now that I'm on somebody's team, let's fucking go. And when we got on the court together, like. And we start going out of town, we was giving niggas work. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when you playing with somebody, and Craig, man, I believe this, dog. Like I said, I'm not going to stop saying it, dog. You got something special.
Thank you, bro.
Keep going, dog. Like,
likewise.
Even if you got to have an episode by yourself one day.
Oh, it's coming.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
coming.
And you sit down and you just get your thoughts off.
Oh, it's coming, bro. I've been plotting, man. You read my mind. It's coming. Oh, my God, it's coming,
and
man.
that's what's probably going to get you the most views.
Yeah.
Because they're going to say, we just hearing from him. And no filter involved. You know what I'm saying? Now you just gonna talk your shit.
No doubt.
Hey man, do it.
No doubt.
Do it.
And then, you know, I'm gonna give you another word of advice too. Give y'all a word of advice too, man. Because I've been in a lot of rooms. Yeah. I've met people who I never thought I would meet doing this music shit. Yeah. And each time, you know, I walked in there and I'd be nervous and I would have an opportunity to really speak one-on-one with this person and it just wouldn't be because I'm just a little starstruck or, you know, just trying to get it together and knowing I have to work too, you know what I'm saying? I've been in some tight positions. Yeah. What I've had to learn, man, and this is one thing that Wallow taught me, man, he was just like, yo, if they ask you to be there, and if you are there, you are meant to be there. Step in every room as you are meant to be there.
That's fire.
Be there. Don't go in there
present.
and be present. Yeah. Be present. He was like, yo, you step in this room, man, you are meant to be there. Because it's just like, man, like, opportunities open up like that. And I didn't miss a lot of them. Right. Because some joints I didn't even want to step into. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'd be thinking like, damn, I bullshitted. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is just like this. Want the light or no not? Because I didn't want the light neither. Yeah. And that's when I got the light at first, I loved it. Don't get it twisted. I loved it for about 6 months. Yeah. And then after that, I hated it. I hate it real bad. Yeah. So the light, what y'all got going on is fire. That's why I wanted y'all here. The light is going to come on y'all regardless. Yeah. Just be prepared for it.
Yeah, it's happening in little details now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, he told me, he said, "Hey, bro, what you name the podcast?" Yeah. You know, okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, we gonna be upset about that one little. Yeah. You can't. Nah, we not. We ain't letting that get to us, dog.
Man,
you know
my last podcast. Yeah. Oh man, we was fucked up, man. I edited so much shit out. The show got to go on because with any bad content, it's some good shit in there.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
It's some good shit in there.
We got tons of footage, dog, that we can't even release because the conversations are dope, but it's just content like happening in the room that we just don't want people to put out there. We don't want people to see. Yeah. But if people really heard like the type of shit that we was on, like especially in the beginning, like the type of conversations we was having, people wouldn't even know like that's the type of shit we was on.
So let's do this. You ever thought of it? If y'all could come here and do it with me, certain things that you don't. Certain things that you don't want people to really see. Yeah. Show them the other side. Give them the audio of it. Yeah. We can convert it.
That's what he said.
Just do that, man.
Yeah.
Don't hold on to that shit.
Yeah, we gonna do it.
Yeah, convert that, bro, because that's the juice, bro.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah.
Oh man. Welcome to Craig's house, y'all. Let's go.